right, legends, you know what time it is. I just clicked the streamer Runiente button. Guys, I am back. I haven't done a stream in frickin' ages. It feels good to be back. I've been calling all types of insane shit in this market, legends. Hitting it on the nail. Haven't really streamed in this whole move, to be honest. I've just been sitting on my longs. Absolutely profound, phenomenal calls coming out of the MDX camp. You cannot beat the P&L of this community. It is impossible to beat the P&L of this community. Every single thing I say is just turning into fucking reality. SPX as well. We're getting this as we speak. SPX is making its moves. And I'm going to go into all these things on this stream, legends, and show you what's what. Dealers, legends. What are the dealers doing? Yeah, lots of stuff to talk about, guys. Hopefully everything's working. Hopefully it's public, monetization's on, whatever. Hit the like button when you come here, guys. We're going to get straight into this shit. But we'll talk about SPX. We're going to talk about a whole lot of stuff in this video. I'm literally just going to rattle it off. Wait for everybody to get in here. It's good to be back. Hopefully the microphone's working. Hit the like button, guys. We've got a new chat as well on the screen somewhere. You should see a new chat. I don't know if it's working, but if you do write something, you will see a new chat bar. There it is. I can see it now. So any questions, guys, I can see them in real time. Soggy biscuit. Yeah. Here we go. Yes, Max. Hopefully, tell me if the microphone's working well in the chat, and let's get to this. So, you know, the itty bitty, you know, God, the itty bitty bad boy. You can see here, guys, we do have we're above a resistance. We broke through resistance on the first move here, coming into 21 or something, 22. And now we're actually holding this up. So this is the inflection move. We're holding this out. We can't break above it. But we are getting this nice laddered in higher lows here. So on the very, very short-term micro time scale here, you know, I would probably say that the likelihood is we go higher. You know, we have an ascending formation coming into it bullish. Everyone's trying to draw flags and all this bollocks. I don't know what they're doing. We're literally just playing a perfect uptrend. We come to resistance. We fanny around with it. If we make a higher low and hold the previous high, we just continue. So we're in an uptrend, guys. It's in a short-term uptrend, guys. I've said this from Z beginning. You know what the crack is, guys. On my freaking channel, I've been saying bear market rally. We don't make an all-time new high this year, and we're going to have a pretty decent, but likely we're going to see a decent print for the low side in terms of the long-term lows coming in. But yeah, guys, so everything's kicking off. And also, guys, SPX. I got to mention SPX right now because what the fuck's going down? I'll start with Bitcoin, but SPX, we're breaking out. Perfectly as predicted, sir. We're breaking out. We've broken trend. But we'll stick with Bitcoin for the beginning of this video because I want to start with the short term, just give you my hunch. You know, I would say that if we hold this level here, this trend line coming along, and we hold above this level of support, you can see resistance, broke through it, support. This level is very, very important in between. It's the middle zone, basically. You know, if you want to get real technical, you could say that this level is probably, you know, the level in the sand. So, you know, this is a beautiful range we're in, sideways range. Everyone's trying to draw flags on it and all this bollocks, and we're doing this and that. No, look at the pattern recognition. Just shut the fuck up. Like, this is not pattern recognition time. Yes, you can look for an ascending formation if you break resistance, but stop trying to do a million patterns on this. It's just it's just a sideways flat part. Are we going to get a consistently higher lows into it and then break through and go to 25,000, which is the next target? The target, it's Runiente, sir. The target's Runiente. Hopefully it's all working. Yeah, so MDX Algo is, you know, we've been long since the beginning of this move. So MDX Algo went long at 16,007. This is on a 4-hour time scale. You can see, guys, absolutely massive move. We have beautiful amounts of support beneath us now. And we're at resistance, so it's logical we're going to see something here. I think we're going to get a pop, likely looking at what we're looking at right now, to around 25. I do think 25 can happen. Why is that happening? Let me just quickly make sure that everything's visual order. Yeah, all good. So I do think that this area, we are going to get some resistance. This obviously coincides beautifully, guys, with this area here at the 25K region. Obviously, we know that this is the most significant level of this whole entire move. You know, if we come here, I reckon we get some resistance back down and then maybe get through it into the future, but we can't look at that. We can't look that far into the future. I would just say that we're likely to get some resistance around this 25K region. Looking, this is the whole entire move. You know, if we break this is very, very good. I think 30K is on the cards. But, you know, I think looking at this on the short-term analysis right now, you know, you have to just go by what's happening. I would say the probability is still to go higher. I would say that you're still betting to go with the trend instead of against it. That invalidation comes if we lose this trend line, which we will. This will happen on the stream. On this stream, we will see this happen likely. If we lose this trend line, we come back up and see it as resistance, and then we break the lower level here. So, you know, when you're looking at SR, you know, you're looking at it's like a mattress. It's not an actual level. There's volume and there's an order block, okay? So the order block is here. You can see support, support, support. If we lose that support here, then you're looking at that, okay, where are the next orders to buy? And it's going to be down here, the next level down. So we're just going to continue down further. And then obviously we know that, sell pressure is a fearful event, which means it can be very fast. Selling is faster than buying. Greed is a slower motion than fear. So I'd say that looking at this right now in the short term, I think we probably do go higher on this. I am still long from basically the beginning of this whole move. Where MDX Algo went long from, that's where I'm long from. You can go to MDX Algo as well. And I think the long to short ratio, let me quickly refresh this just to make sure I'm completely right on this. Guys, we have a massive update coming to the UI of this in a month or so. So in a month's time, this will look completely different. So we're at 50-50. So the fuel is either or. When we did actually trade down here at the lower end of the lower end here, I did say to you guys that as soon as the market goes short, the market's going to rise. And that's exactly what we did. Low video quality, are you sure? I think it should be okay. Is the video quality low, sir? What's happening to me? Oh, no. Hopefully it's working nicely. Let me make sure it's green. Looks good to me. I think it's okay, mate. Hope it's not too jittery and crappy. But guys, ask me questions as well in the chat about what you're thinking, and also I want to know your altcoins because I am gonna speak about some altcoins in this stream. But yeah, so like what I'm trying to say is, Legend, I do think this is probably gonna go higher. We're gonna watch this play out on stream tonight. Volume is dead on crypto. Well, I actually see increasing volume. So volume might be low, but if you go onto the weekly scale and use the MDX Oscillator 5, you can get a very good idea right now that, from my previous video, that we've now changed. So this histogram in the middle is showing you generally if there's more buy pressure or more sell pressure. And this whole period here for the last year has been generally selling. And now we're seeing that we're actually crossing over and we're actually moving into the bullish part in terms of, I would say, more buyers than sellers generally overall on the order books, and we're looking like the momentum's increasing. So I'm not calling for the ultimate bottom just yet. I'm not, this is not my game. I'm not here to do that. But I'm saying that the probability of the bear market rally is, obviously we're doing the bear market rally right now. And the probability is that the higher we go, so let me go on the 4-hour for you on this one. The higher we go now on this freaking market, on Bitcoin, the higher we go, the better. Because what it means is, Legends. Okay, and I will answer questions as well. But let me just move this across because of my perfectionism. So you can see the higher we go on this move, the better, because it means that the more support we get underneath us to potentially get the bounce. So if we go all the way to $30,000 now, that's a very juicy bear market rally, okay? It's good because it means that we have a long way to go to make a new low. I still do think that Bitcoin can go to $30,000. I actually do think right as of now, the probability of Bitcoin going to 25 is higher than it going down right as of now. But I would say that if we go to 30,000, it makes it less probable that we make a lower low. I do see a scenario where Bitcoin still could do that, okay, within the end of this year. By the end of this year, I do still see Bitcoin maybe making a lower low than 15.8 at the end of this year. And that's going to go into something else, which I'll talk about in this video, which I'm still looking at traditional markets. I've said from the beginning, I think traditional is going to rise. Guys, look at this fucking tweet. It's literally doing exactly the 5-wave move I was predicting. I said that I think we're going to get a 1, 2, 3, 5. We're halfway through it now. All we've got to do is get that, and then it's completed. Also, guys, in terms of the bear market rally, I've been speaking about the fucking bear market rally from the beginning, guys. You've got to get me on Twitter. All these tweets are in history. They're written in stone. So you can see here, guys, that I said, look, you can see where I said these tweets and where we are now, okay? So it's absolutely perfect this year. Guys, get me on Twitter. You need to be on Twitter. We're going to talk about the dealers in a second, because this is another thing which is making me think that potentially there could be another dip for Bitcoin. But yeah, this is the thing, right? Okay, so we got here Solana, Legends, what's up? Any shorts? This guy doesn't have a clue. Pat Murphy, thank you, sir, for really giving me some inspiration to do my streams, Thank you, Legend. Can you take a look at Fox, please? Haven't heard of Fox. KDA, Legends, yeah, quality good. Nice. Yeah, guys, tell me if it's good quality. I've got a new microphone, new setup. We've got the chat on the screen as well. Okay, cool. Let's do this. So yeah, I think we're going to get a bit higher move on SPX on this, okay? Looking at Dixie, is just not finding support just yet. I'm looking at Dixie support here. Dixie moving down another whole load. It's going to be good for SPX on the short term. I do think Dixie's going to get its bounce at some point. That could correlate with Bitcoin going to 25 or 30. So as of right now, like I said to you, I'm just going to reiterate this point, guys. And also, we've got like 250 people in here and only 30 likes. It's I'm not the kind of guy to get upset, about things on stream, because I'm just here, I'm doing my thing, I'm living the dream. I'm chilling out, I'm streaming, I'm telling you what I think about the charts. But, if you could, give me a dopamine hit, inject me with some positivity, you just desecrate the like button. I've said it a million times. If you forgot, I'll just tell you, like it, party it, and I'll be here all fucking night for you, legends. I'll be chilling out. All I need is likes. I'm that cheap. I just need fucking likes, leggies. Just like me up, and I'm back. All right? Oh, it's good to be back streaming, legends. Hit the like if it's good to be back streaming. Sorry, I'll give you like I forgot. Yeah, subs and likes are free, people, man. Come on, they're free, bro. So I do think as of right now, looking at this as it stands, I would say that the probability is higher for us to go to 25, okay? That will be invalidated by this trend line breaking now. This will happen on stream. Doesn't mean we can't get that again and keep doing the sideways bullshit. We are in a range-bound sideways market. You can see here very clearly, I'll just quickly draw this on. That's the low price. Here's the high price. In terms of the first inflection, that's just a deviation. That's the price getting rallied up and then just finding rejection, basically. So between here and between here are the important levels. We have the mid zone as well, which correlates nicely with the prior. I think this probably goes back maybe 6 months highs. So I'd say that, if we do this, we get one more bounce and we see resistance above here and we break. Guys, it's simple. We're going lower, okay? And I've actually got some stop losses rising. And then if we do hold this now, say we just get it up to there again, that's going to be very positive. If we just get that now, okay, in the next few minutes, that is positive. Back up to resistance. The more times you hit resistance, the more likely it is to break. The more times you slam into support, the more likely that's to break. So if we keep battering resistance with higher lows coming into it like that, doink, and bouncing off it, more likely we're going to break it. And I think probability-wise, you have to go with that right now. I think Bitcoin is in a nice uptrend. It's in a parabola. I think the probability is more to go to the upside. Doesn't mean it's a high probability. I would just say that the probability, generally speaking, is higher. And if we do break some levels and then actually break the low, I think we're going to go, and that's it. That's it. We're going to come back down probably to the support level of around, I can't even read the number, it's so far away. But you can see on this chart, guys, that MDX algo just plots all of the SR levels and supply and demand. So I'd say that Bitcoin, I think we do this, something like that, and then back down into here. That's what I'm thinking, guys. Pretty similar to a rinse and repeat strategy. This is actually a 5-wave move in itself. I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-wave move, make it very simple to look at it. You would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That ends the move. I think maybe a 1, 2, 3 down, and then we could get a 5 going higher. I won't bother with Elliott wave because you guys already know that. I do look at Elliott's. I look at wave counts and I look at Elliott's, but I don't really care about it too much because I know that the problem is about looking at Elliott waves. It's trying to create context of where you are in a market cycle. But what happens if that isn't the case? And Elliott wave isn't always right. Not every single market moves in 5 waves or 3 waves. 5 up, 3 down, or then you get 5 up, then 5 down, then 3 up. So it doesn't have to happen. So I'm just saying to you, be careful with that. It can give you context. If by the textbook, it would be one more move to the upside, and I would think that it would come to $25,000 on this, and I think that would correlate quite nicely with this resistance area at the top, and you can see that correlates with the prior highs of looking back in August. So it makes sense. I think it's unlikely Bitcoin gets above this. Okay, let's just say this is the breakout to the upside. I think it's unlikely Bitcoin breaks 25K and goes all the way to 30 on this move specifically. I do think we need to stop off. I do think the sellers need to take some profit. I do think people need to get out of the market. And I would say that it's more likely in my book that we'll see Bitcoin come down to around the 20K region. I would say something like this. If we went to 25 now, it would be back down to here, around this order block here. Okay, and then probably find support again. If we get a lower high, fine, then we come down. And then if we lose 20K, we go lower. And then this level is very important, guys, here. This comes in around, I can't even read, 18 something. You can see it on the chart. This level is very important. If we lose this level, in the next month, I think Bitcoin makes a lower low, okay? Because I think this is just very, very, it's dire. We've had a nice juicy move. If we lose all of that, we're going to get fear taken over right there. And I think actually a lot of people are trying to be longing into that as well because they're thinking that it's a good time to buy. Lots of longs are coming in the books. That will be the fuel to go lower. So I'm saying 25 on this right now. Invalidation of going to 25 would be we just lose this level here. We come back down a bit sharper. And actually, I think we get 20K a little bit faster. But, my hunch right now is that we go to 25 on this move. Invalidation, guys, like I said, is just the lows. Very simple in the short term. In terms of going banging on about the dealers, let's go on about it. I was going to say banging about the long term, but we have to talk about the dealers. Death cross don't mean shit if it's not dead. Well, actually, death crosses, I'll show that thing. Death crosses usually get pumps into death crosses, and you usually get dumps into golden crosses because everybody's looking for this fucking cross, okay? Death crosses and golden crosses on higher time frames are for macro players. That's for long-term analysis. If you're doing higher time frames, yes, you can do golden. You can do, if you're on the 1 minute, then fine. But generally speaking, when you're looking at weeklies and you're looking at monthly crosses, you're looking at macro. You know, these are long-term metrics. So you usually get pump and dumps into them. Right, so dealers, you know, this is big, you know, because like dealers right now in terms of historically the last year, this is just mental, legends. Okay, like this is just fucking mental. Since the beginning of this bear market, and I would say that the beginning of the bear market was 30, maybe 48K on that rejection, you know, the ABC. I'll quickly get it up for you now. So I'll whip it out for you. So when did the bear market really, okay, if you were smart enough to sell, I sold a lot at 48K in terms of altcoins. Okay, so the bear market, in terms of if you were smart, when we got this 5-wave move down here, and then we got this 1, 2, 3. So this is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we had a 1, 2, 3 ABC correction. This is where the bear market really started because we lost all the lows. We lost the 30K. We lost 35K, okay? The dealers got started shorting actually here. Let's be completely honest because they are forward thinking. But they mainly got into their shorts here and here, okay? So all of this year we've been going down, and the dealers have just been like, let's fucking go, legends. Let's run with it. Let's just keep absolutely shorting the shit out of it. And it's not a good look, guys, because it's very unlikely Bitcoin's going to go into a bull market when the dealers are this short. It's just very unlikely that the dealers are going to allow themselves to be this exposed to shorts when Bitcoin goes into a bull market. And guys, everyone's like, but we're in a bull market already because we went up 28% on the day. And we're not in a bull market, legends. Just define what a bull market is, and then you will know. Okay, I'll tell you what I define a bull market as. It's very, very simple. Make sure everything's working. Hopefully the quality is good. It looks like I'm only getting 2,000 kilobytes a second right now. Maybe I should just increase the kilobytes. But let me just talk to you and edit at the same time. So what I'm saying is, legends, is that how I define a bull market is this, and I can't actually think whilst doing this. Fuck it. Let's just screw it over and go back on the 4-hour. So a bull market is defined in three different things, okay? So is the market structure good? So is Bitcoin making higher highs and higher lows on higher time frames? At the moment, no. We've only made one higher high. We don't have a higher low yet. Is Bitcoin over certain moving averages? So you can whip up the moving averages I use, and the 200 days is a good one, and obviously we have the MDX Algo 2 moving averages. So is Bitcoin like above moving averages and holding? Okay, at the moment we're above the 200-day moving average. We're still not above the 21 EMAs. So as of right now, no. Are the moving averages moving up or facing up? No. So that's one thing which isn't good in my book. We have one higher high. We don't have a higher low yet. Not good. And guys, is volume increasing on higher time frames? And this is something which is now ticked. So this is good. We do have increasing volume on higher time frames. So this is a good sign. This is like, okay, we're getting warm. You know, we're in spring. You know, we're beginning to get back there. But there's only one thing right now pointing to this being almost we're going into a bull market. It's a bear market rally. We're ticking a few boxes, but we're not ticking all of the boxes. We need to get the moving averages looking back at us in terms of the upside. We need to get that structure. At the moment, we don't have that structure. We just have a higher high. We don't have a higher low. So where is that higher low going to come in, sir? Or Legon days? Where are we going to get it? Well, I think we actually will go to 25 on this move. I think this move is specifically, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we get to 25,000. I think we sell off at 25. We get an ABC 3-wave move down. I think we hold probably around 20, maybe a little bit higher, actually 21. And then I think we go 30. Now, that is a juicy bear market rally. And then we have a higher low as well. Tasty. Then we could look at the moving averages. Where are the moving averages coming in? Okay, then we can say, oh, we're going to go into a bull market. I would say probably not. We get to 30. We see major resistance at 30. And I actually think that some other markets are probably going to crash at the end of the year. And I actually think Bitcoin could make a lower low actually by the end of this year. Is it good? Sound quality is superb. Beautiful. Hopefully it's superb. Can you tell me if you're enjoying the new setup? We have things on the screen. We have a new microphone. I haven't streamed in ages. It feels good. I feel fresh to be back streaming on this Shizm and Izza. And I did a 2-day fast as well, so I feel pretty clean. But yeah, so I think at the end of the year we don't get it. So look, I've told you a billion times, legends, looking at my Twitter, I predicted this move on SPX, 100%. 5-wave move, we're getting this right now. I said if we get this, Bitcoin's going above 20. I said this when Bitcoin was at the bottom. Legends, literally, look at this chart. It's all I have to say. That tweet was there. SPX, if we get the breakout, this is what SPX is going to do. If we get the breakout, Bitcoin's going to be above 20. We're going to get a bear market rally. We're not going to make a new high, and we're going to chill out, and it's going to be a year of building, etc. Okay? So we're getting that on SPX right now. We're actually getting above the moving averages, above the 21 weeks. So I think SPX is going to do well for the first half of this year. I think we do hold this. Maybe we come back down and retest it and get it again. I would say that this is looking pretty good now for an upside move. I think Bitcoin goes up as well. I think Dixie has a little bit more juice to go down. There's another few percent for it to go down. So Dixie's, I think, can go down a little bit more. The problem is Dixie's going to bounce at some point. Okay, so let's get into that. Dixie is going to bounce. It's not going to go down all the way to here without a bounce. It can, but it's unlikely, okay? But I'm saying it's likely going to get a bounce at some point. SPX, I don't think we get above 4.4. I think it's hard. I think we come back down and then we fanny around sideways for a bit. That's going to be a good environment as well for dumps. And then Bitcoin as well, I think 30K caps the upside. So, you know, this is what I think happens. I do still see problems in terms of the Federal Reserve. Let me just whip this up. The Federal Reserve. Let me get the Fed funds up as well for you. The problem is with this chart, legends, is that the Fed hasn't stopped doing what they do yet. And it's going to take this year. It's going to take this year for them to do this. And I think that, you know, the dealers, again, yeah, obviously the dealers are shorting this. And I think the general consensus with the dealers is this. They still don't think that Bitcoin's they still don't think Bitcoin's bottomed. And they're seeing bigger headwinds coming forward in this year, okay? Which is going to hurt risk. I think they're right. You know, historically speaking, with the inverted yield curve, have I got the inverted yield curves as well? I don't know. There's a few charts I got to get up, but let's just make it simple. When we get that, that's usually when we're going to see a move down in traditional SPX and risk, okay? Also, the inverted yield curve happened recently between the 10 and 30 year. These things are going to take 6 months to happen, okay? So the beginning of this year is good for Bitcoin. I think it's a good first half of this year. I think we get to 30. It's all fun and games. We're having a good time. Bear market rally. I think the second half of this year is not good. I think we're going to see a crash. I've already predicted that I thought SPX was going to rise. We're getting it right now. But I don't think SPX is going to break the all-time high. I actually think this is going to be a retest of the all-time high and maybe lower prices to come. Something similar to a retest here or a retest here. I think it's lower prices to come, and that's going to affect Bitcoin. So I think this bear market rally is a bear market rally. I get everyone's telling me right now, but how do you determine a bear market rally from a bull market? And I'm like, legends, I've just fucking told you a billionte times that we need to see more than just price going up to have. And I can't just say, okay, price go up, now a bull market. No, that doesn't make any sense. The price can go up and it can still retrace and lose and be in a downtrend. So I'm saying that we're not in a bull market yet. We're in a bear market rally. Like I said, on the very, very short term, I'll reiterate this point again. I do think we're going to get 25 on this. This is just I would say 60%, 40% not, 60% to get it. Looking at this right now, you can't go against this as a trader. You can't look at this and be like, okay, I'm going to short now. It's not possible. You can short the market because you can look at it and say, okay, we've hit resistance. But I would say the probability that short is less than going with the trend, going up. Play your strategy. Maybe you're just shorting all the way up to get that one trade all the way back down. One trade, okay? But I'm saying that I'm not prepared to do that. I would say I'd rather bet with this. I'm already long from 16.7 again. I'll bet with this. It's a parabola. We're making higher lows. We're making higher highs. We're still above this trend line. This level's up. We're above this level. Here's resistance. So very simple. Level, mid zone. As of right now, legends, we're going to watch this play out on stream. This level here, if we do break that like this, then this is the line in the sand. Then we're going to go down, and then we're actually going to probably come to this region here. I don't know the actual prices because I can't see it. 21, between 21 and 20-ish, 21-ish. And then we're going to come lower, and then we'll probably, this whole move will be done, and then the fear will kick in. But I'm saying that, you know, generally this level's held. We're above trend at the moment. We're making slightly higher lows. If we get to here now, let's say on this stream right now, we get that. Back to resistance. We're tagging resistance again. Back in, hold. Have fun on the flippers if you're fucking short. Also, another good sign is that on lower time frames, people are 50-50. Actually, we've got a slightly more longs, actually, which isn't perfect. We want to see this go more short. If there's more shorts, then the fuel is to go up, etc., etc. And that's kind of my outlook there in terms of the short term and medium term. That's kind of what I'm looking at. It's a good beginning of the year, bear market rally, then we're going to get fucked at the end of the year. I think that's what's going to happen. And these are what I've said from the beginning, legend. So you have to get me on Twitter. There's actually other shit I've said as well. I won't even... Okay, guys, I have to talk about this in a minute as well, the MDX trading bot, because it's killing it. People are making fucking thousands of dollars just fucking following it blindly in terms of making money. My gold trade, guys. Let me quickly mention the gold trade because a lot of guys are asking it. I'm over $1 million profit on this one. This is, I can't really say that is just bang on, man. And like, this is very simple trading, guys. This is super simple trading. Everyone's trying to skip the fucking stuff and go into these crazy strategies, looking at order books and quanting it and being like, yes, guys, look at this fucking AP. Just shut up. You don't need all that shit to make money. All you need to look at is very traditional SR with seasonality. Like, I can't believe people don't look at seasonality that much. Seasonality isn't a thing in crypto. I think seasonality isn't a thing in crypto because crypto hasn't been around for a long enough to get the data you need to understand seasonality. But look at the charts on gold. I haven't got the chart right now. Actually, maybe I've got it somewhere. If someone can post that chart. So I posted up a chart a while ago about gold and the seasonality of gold and when it's a good time to get into gold. And every fucking January, okay, December 15th to the end of January, every single year for decades, you're a buyer. It go up, price go up, gold buy, price up January. The rest of rewards there. Where is that chart? I don't know what it is. If someone could find it on my Twitter and post it somewhere. So I did the gold trade. It was like a month ago now. I'll keep scrolling, guys. Oh no, here he is. Jaws of Jail Legends. He's gone. He's out of the mixer. So let me find this seasonality chart for you. I don't know why people don't look at seasonality as much in crypto. I think it's just because the data isn't really there. Guys, where are we? Oh, what am I doing on my stream? Just scrolling. Leggies. Okay, this is absolute. I'm probably just going to stop and it's the next one. But anyway, someone post that chart somewhere. Go into one of the groups. Go into MDX Algo. I give up. I give up, legends. I give up. Oh, here it is. That's my gold trade setup. So we're close. We're close. We're close. We're close. I'm not giving up, legends. You don't give up. My name is MDX Crypto. I do not give up. We keep scrolling. Like the video if you like scrolling. Okay, this is getting... Okay, here we go. We're close. We're real close. Show me the season. Oh, did I show it on a video? Oh, fuck. I showed it in a video, didn't I? Legends. We found it. So look. Here's the prediction. I think gold's going to do this. Look at the fucking oscillator. Down a little bit and then moon. The reason I said that and then we got that is because of gold's fucking seasonality. Look at gold's seasonality. When do you want to buy gold, sir? When do you want to buy it, sir? Look at December. Massive returns in December going into January. That's where you take profit in January. So you start in December, first of Des, start taking profit in January. Boom. Easiest trade you can do. Seasonality worked like a treat. And now, look, I'm sitting on $1 million profit. So, like, that is it. Femex, thank you. Thank you for the low fees. Relax. Let me find that other tweet. Look at it. It's just bang on. So this is and you can trade it on Femex as well. There's a link somewhere in my description for Femex, but you can trade gold and other shit as well, like Bybit and BitGet. They've got like gold X. I think it's I don't know, some other gold fucking thing. So yeah, you can trade that. Oh guys, I don't know if you tell me in the chat right now. Tell me in the chat right now, yes or no, legends. Do you like the watch? Thank you, TradingView. You are legends. Thank you for the watch. You know, it's a beautiful watch. It's actually right here. I don't know if you can see that. This is the Trade Time C63, sorry. Automatic TradingView watch with Christopher Ward. Sorry, Christopher Ward. Get that right. Thanks, legends. But we're going to watch this play out. It's looking pretty juicy. Tell me in the chat. Yes, nice watch, sir. CME dealers trade for a living, boy. Well, you know, they do. Of course they do. But the thing is that you got to remember, though, the CME dealers, they're actually not trading order books outside of the CME because the dealers work at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They're basically just taking the opposite side of asset managers. The asset managers are probably going to be increasing their longs. Yes, of course. So they're taking the other side of asset managers. Asset managers have just been basically doing what most retail traders do. They've just been hodling for dear life this year. So they all got super long. It's over a year. They've just been long from the beginning. So, you know, this is institutions, basically. This is like, okay, the dealers are the next level. They work at the institutions. They make the institutions. They actually deal. They deal, sir. They're basically dealers within the exchange. This is different. Asset managers are people like institutions. They're hedge funds. They're money management firms. They're single offices, family homes, whatever. These guys have just been hodling for dear life. They went long at the beginning of the year at 69. They've been hodling for dear life the whole way through. They're probably not going to get licked. But the funny thing is, guess what? The dealers took the other side of their trade, and they are massively winning this year. Increasing shorts even today. It's crazy how they've just got, they're the most short they've ever been now. So I'd say that we're going to have a little bit more upside, guys. I think maybe 25 on this move. Yes, obviously the invalidation is the low price, but I think we go to 25 on this move. I don't think we get above 25 actually in my book. I think 25 is going to cap this, and then we're going to come down and do the ABC shit. Like I said before, I think Bitcoin does something like this, into this resistance zone, back down, and actually find some sort of support around here. Maybe a little bit low to 20. If we lose this level here, it's game over for Bitcoin in terms of this being a good move to the upside. If we lose this level here, like we say we do this now, and then we come back down, then we get a lower high. Why am I so over this way? Then if we get that, and then we break this level, it's not going to be good, sir. It's going to be, I think we're going to go make lower lows. I think we go to 14K and then 10K. But I think we're going to go a little bit higher on this. I think I quite like this posture. It's looking pretty good to me. You know, like I said, the invalidation is very simple. This level is important. This trend line is important. Just draw all this shit on your screen and you know what's going on. There is possibly a bar. Yeah, of course. The thing is, like, anything you say is possible. Anything's possible, legends. Like, it's all possible. You can bar, you can do this, you can do whatever. It's whether it's probable, and I would just say that the probability is still to continue. We're in an uptrend. We've made higher lows, high highs. You know, we're in a nice move here. So I'd say the probability is to keep going. The indicators will articulate that perfectly for you in terms of just the continuations. There was a TP there. So, like, you know, this is what I'm looking at in my analysis, and I would say that if we do get the break, what you're really looking for is a breakdown to here. Okay, if we get this right now, we break this trend line, we come down to the lows, I would say there probably was a short around here. Because if we fail, then we got that, haven't we? Then we're doing the opposite. We're doing a descending formation. And then there could be a descending triangle here, and then we break down. It's very simple. So I would say that would be a short, okay? But as of right now, I'd say it's more likely to go to the upside. The long would be probably actually looking at buying support in terms of this level. So I'd say something like this, back in support. We're looking at those higher lows. You keep buying into support, and then you break out. I'm not a breakout trader myself. I don't see it being it being a profitable strategy long term to be a breakout trader. Breakout trading is fun. It's sexy. It's exciting, but it's not really actually the way to try and make money long term. Anyway, so that's that really with the short term. It's all looking pretty good. Like I said with SPX, there are a few other markets we can look at as well. Like NASDAQ is just mooning, I think, again. It's trying to come out of that dump. Yeah, so NASDAQ had a much... Okay, obviously, as of right these few days, it's come back down a little bit, but NASDAQ was very aggressive in its bear market rally. Almost made a higher high. Didn't get there, so I'd say that, well, that's a decent wick there. It's just mooning off that support again. So NASDAQ could, you know, again, have another go to the upside, which is obviously a good barometer because we know tech is good. Tech is basically the world anyway. And then you've got stuff like the Dow Jones, which, again, is holding support now. It's a pretty good posture. SPX is what I really want to keep an eye on because if we get this, I think Bitcoin goes to 2530. I've said this from the beginning, legends. I think we're going to get that. You don't have to do... I'm not going to show you again, even though I will. You know, the SPX 5-wave move just played out beautifully, and we're about here now, so we're kind of halfway through that last 5-wave move. We've got the support now. We really want to see, you know, some follow through to here. That's going to be good for Bitcoin. It's going to be good for some other assets. It's going to be good for risk. I do think we get it. I think the probability is there. I think the invalidation of SPX getting that is very clear, and I think, you know, if we do fail on this level here, because we've broken trend, but if we do fail here, come back down, we get another lower high, and then we lose this level here, I think then we're going to make lower lows. And then I think that's Bitcoin going lower as well. I think Bitcoin's going to have a very bad time. Everybody's in the chat. Yo, we got fucking Stu Tubes in here. Mike C, how you doing, Mikey boy? Gold trade was a boss call there. MDX, yes, it was. Nailed that one. Very simple trade, guys. Nothing too clever. Just seasonality coupled with SR. Like I said, I'm probably one of the only people in crypto who even knows about seasonality or uses it on any meaningful level. Like, I'm actually looking at seasonality on most charts, on most asset classes. Even real estate seasonality. There's loads of different things you can look at. But most people came into crypto and fucking never did anything else but crypto. So they don't understand that seasonality is a thing. I understand maybe why it's not as prevalent or used because, you know, there isn't that much data on Bitcoin. It's only been around for 11, 12 years or whatever. So it's only 11 or 12 seasons. You know, if you look at seasonality on gold, trust me, gold's been around for a while, leggies. So, yeah, it's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy, seasonality, because, you know, these December, you know, you can say Halloween effect into December is very, very good for gold. And then you sell into January, and that's usually when you see it turn around. So I would actually say gold is going to turn around. Here's the trade. Like, you can see it on the chart. I would say actually gold is probably going to fail quite soon. But guys, like, this is a crazy move. This is a traditionally seen, this asset, as a stable store of value. It's money, okay? It's money. And it's just mooned 10, did that just say 15%? It wasn't 15% when we're looking at about 10-15%, Legends. Absolutely phenomenal from gold. And, I actually don't think we're going to, get over the highs on this and actually carry on forever and, go to the next levels. I do think gold's going to go to 3,000 quite quickly when we break these highs. I think this is a very, very big cup and handle we're seeing. And I think this cup and handle is going to result in much higher prices for gold at some point. Because I just think that there are so many more dollars in circulating supply that gold has to do an accounting for that, because gold is money, dollars are not money. So, if the government want to print a shitload of paper and not expect the price of gold not to rise, the gold will do an accounting for new paper created. Because guess what, Legends? The gold was here before paper. Paper used to represent the money, which is gold. So yeah, anyway, I would say that we fail. I'm pretty much taking most of my profit on this anyway. And I would say what likely happens is now we're probably going to come and retest some of these lower levels, if not come up to the moving averages. We could get a little bit more. I'd be a little bit salty if we did just go to the moon here, because I could have left that long on. But for me, I'm not really upset about how much money I make. I would rather just look at what am I losing. So this is kind of what I'm looking at here for gold. And I think gold's probably going to be flat and sideways for a while. Because gold's in the middle, a lot of people will look at getting out of gold in terms of I want to be in something which is more risky. But then a lot of the time people are like, well, I don't want to be in risk. I want to be in gold. So at the moment, there's a lot of different players in the market. There's people buying gold like crazy, like governments, because they're looking at the longer term picture and the other short term. So it's all kind of in a mix there. But I think gold in general just does an accounting for new dollars. We have some questions coming in. Yo, Simon the Sniper's in the chat. At a LAN party with a few drinky poos with some friends. Figured I'd come and say hi, even though... Yeah, get on it, brother. Get on that legendary shit, Stu. Get blasted up and have a good time. Also, trend confluence on the 1 hour chart supported the price nicely not long ago. Loving the trend. Well, this is how I've got them set up. If you do want to put on the multiple trends, you can. So I actually have them on, but I just don't show them. But you can put them on both right now, and you're going to see likely if I'm on the 4 hour... Let's go on the hourly time scale and see what you're talking about here. You're going to have two lines popping up on the screen, which are going to show two different trends. Yeah, here we go. So you have the hourly trend. This is the hourly trend coming on here with the 21-week EMA. Well, the 21 EMA, not 21-week. So you can see here we did find support on it again. You can see it's an ascending up trending motion. And then you have another trend line in here, which is a shorter term time frame of the hourly. So you can see actually we're kind of in the middle here. The longer term, sorry, this is actually the hourlies in here because I'm on the hourly chart. This will be a higher time frame 4 hour trend, okay? So what you can do on these indicators, you can put multiple moving averages onto your chart, but then what it will do is it'll actually use that with the signals to say, okay, well, if you're in an uptrend on the 4 hour and then you have an uptrend on the hourly, you're going to get a strong signal. So you have shorts, you have shorts and longs, but then you have strong sells and strong buys. Okay, so strong long, then you have strong short, then you have long and short. So you can see that these strong ones are actually very powerful because it actually got you in here, and that actually did result in a very, very high hockey stick move. Again, guys, another move here. So you can customize these indicators to your liking, and there's a lot of people who have completely different configurations to me. I just like to have the trends on, and then be able to see the market flow. Because I think market flow for me, it's slightly a lower time frame, but market flow for me is enough. And use SR. So you can see on these charts on the lower time frames, we have support coming in here. We have resistance above us. So you can see there's a very heavy amount of resistance at 25. So I would say that this region is likely where we're going to stop. I would say that this likely is where we're going to stop from the downside. And then you can actually zoom out on this and see that what we're doing as of right now is we're building up a lot of support underneath us in terms of orders. A lot of people miss this move. A lot of people are salty they missed this move. They'll be looking to buy it on the way down to snap it up. So what we want to see is a higher low at some point, and then we're going to break that high price and get through resistance and see this go higher to 30,000. But I don't think we get above 25 just now. I think, there's no guarantee that we're going to break up to 25. I just think that the probability is higher we're going to go to 25 on this, looking at the market structure and looking at how this is postured. But I would say that if this level gets lost here, obviously, back down, lower high, we get some sort of descending formation, then we break. Obviously, then I'm going to change my bias and say, look, now we're coming down to here. I would just say that the likelihood is, looking at this market, I would say that we're probably looking at something like that. And I think we're going to get a break to the upside, and I think it's going to be a quick-lived move, and then we're going to break down. So you heard it here, legends. We're going to see what's happening. We're going to see what's going to happen in real time. You heard it here. So we'll see what happens anyway. That's what I love about trading. I love about charts. I love about these things. Like, you know, there's analysis, which you can do your predictions and have your fun, and then there's trading, which is not about that. It's not about predicting anything. It's about just getting your levels in, knowing what the right inflection points are, playing the SR, and basically having a disciplined long-term strategy, which you know has a good edge in terms of you backtesting it. So that's what we're looking at, legends. And I would say that, you know, there's nothing too crazy about this. I think a lot of people are getting too over the top. They're saying that the bull market's back. I don't think this is too crazy. I think this has been predicted from the beginning. Like I said, bear market rally was needed. We've got a lot of altcoins to go through. Actually, I forgot about alts. Let's have a look at ETH. I haven't actually charted ETH for a while. There's so many guys who are like, look at the BTC ETH chart. I get it. ETH is probably going to run and accumulate, or let's say the market cap of Ethereum is going to grow faster than Bitcoin in this next bull cycle. I do see that actually as well. I'm not really a big player in it. I don't really care, to be honest. I would say that they're both going to rise pretty well. My portfolio is split between the two anyway. So I have this fractal drawn out, which is scaring the shit out of everybody. And I still do think that this is, you know, probably what happens. And I think that's actually very similar to what Bitcoin does as well. You know, I think if we do get a bear market rally to around here, I think we still could get something like this, like that, and then back down and just fanning around. Doesn't mean it has to be exactly like this fractal, but this was the idea I had, which is still kind of quite similar to what's happening. And I think that's similar to Bitcoin as well. But I think ETH in general, in terms of what it is, I also think that a lot of the other altcoins which are similar to Ethereum, like the Solanas, apparently the Ethereum killers, the EOSes, the fucking Cosmoses, you know, all these other ones, and the Avalanches, I think a lot of their market cap has shrunken down and been moved into Ethereum. I think Ethereum goes first, and then all the other hyper projects come later. And I never thought that a Solana was a competitor to Ethereum in the first place. I've been through this rabbit hole, down this rabbit hole a million times. I told you that Solana is going to go down a lot. People don't understand that you can't actually compare Solana and Ethereum. They're not comparable in any way. They're two different beasts. One's like a shark and one's like a fucking lion. You can't compare a shark and a fucking lion. They live in a different habitat. They're different things. That's what the Ethereum is. The value proposition of Ethereum is solely to do with the security of the ERC20, and that's literally it. It doesn't need to be scalable. Solana's a whole different thing. Not that secure, scalable, and it will basically scale up other solutions. Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention actually the altcoin I picked the other day was TAP. Absolutely nailed it, legends. Why is that breaking my face? Where are we at on TAP right now, guys? This altcoin's absolutely blasted it. I was getting in down here with my community in the VIP groups. I was saying that I think this is going to do well. It's going to rise in price. That's what we got, guys. Actually done. I don't know how much it's fucking done. When were we getting in? I was getting in at like 3 sats. Now it's at like 100 sats. It's literally 100x. I've been talking on my channel multiple times about it. I think it's probably done about 50, 60x so far. You know, when I look at this chart now, I think it is finding some support. But with XPT in itself, I would say that it's likely going to have significant pullbacks and then find support. I'm not looking to buy XPT as of right now. If it does come back down, I will look to get some more. But for me, I've told my community very clearly, I've got in, I've taken what I've put in, I've taken what I invested in out, and I'm letting the rest run for the bull market. So that's my strategy. I go into something like this, I hold. So let's just say I have $10,000, okay? I'll give you exactly what I do with altcoins, especially when they're under 100 mil, okay? Take 10K, take 20K, whatever it is. You put it in, okay? You wait. It has a moon. It rockets. Sometimes it doesn't even happen, legend. So I'm not saying it happens every time. But let's say it does. On this specific scenario, XPT was beautiful. It rallies up. It does 10 times. So whenever something does 10 times, I always take out the principal I invested. Because I know, generally speaking, 10 times, if someone makes 10 times their money quickly, the first thing they're doing is pressing the sell button. Just generally speaking. Doesn't matter if it goes from $1 to 10 or 100 to 1,000. Usually when shit 10x's, people just start pressing the sell button. They want to take something out. They've made money very quickly, especially if it's in a quick time. So that's what I did. It 10x'd. I took my principal out. I'll leave the rest. I'm not looking to buy it. I'm being completely honest. I'm just going to wait for pullbacks and accumulate with that 10K again. Next 10K goes in. It's all profit from here. I think I've got millions and millions of that shit in the TAP fucking app. And like the app is really nice. I think I've actually got a link somewhere. Let me have a look. So this is the thing about TAP, which I really like anyway. So you go to, oh no, it's not in there. Let me get the tap link I've got somewhere, sir. Just give me 5 seconds to sort this out, legends. I'm going to get you the link to tap to get the free Bitcoin, because free Bitcoin is what we want in life, legends. I don't know anyone in life who would be like, no, sir, I don't want free Bitcoin. I don't want free shit from anybody. Free shit makes the world go round, okay? We need free schism and Okay, here we go. So let me find Tap Global. So this link is what they gave me. The team gave me this link. I don't know if this is going to work, okay? I'm just going to go to the chat. Okay, so click this link here, legends. You can download the app. And I want to make just this very clear. It won't work in the United... Okay, it might work in the United States now. I think they've done it now. I don't know. So get this app. So you can look it on the internet, whatever. You get a sort code account number if you're in Europe. I just want to make just tell you about the fundamentals right now, because the fundamentals are super sound. And this is why I like this project, okay? So when you make an account, you get a bank. So you get like a UK sort code account number. You get an American bank. Actually, you can get it in America, and a European bank. So you get like the normal bank shit, which is good. We all want a fucking bank. And then what you do is you also get a cryptocurrency wallet. But the thing is about it, if you have the XPT token, you can stake it and then get no fees within the app. So then you can send money, crypto to it, turn it to fiat. Have fiat in it, so send money from sort code account number, turn the fucking fiat into crypto. Very low fees. So, and it has a bank card as well. So it's another Plutus, it's another crypto.com, but it's regulated, $100 million insurance, etc. from BitGo. It's a UK stock market company, so it's on the United Kingdom stock market, so it's the real deal. It's not a fucking scam. It's not going to be like, sorry, guys, we are closing down our books because we have liquidity problems. And yes, SPF rang me up and said, you know, if you give me this, I'll suck your wanger. No, it's nothing to do with those fucking cunts. I'm sorry for getting angry, but it infuriates me, these people. Yeah, so let's have a look at Palm Swap's another good one as well. The reason I haven't really been talking about Palm Swap that much is because I have my own decks coming out. So, like, I'm kind of like building, you know, that in stealth mode. And when my DEX comes out, I won't lie to you, it's going to be a competitor to Palm Swap in every single way. We think we can do things better, so we've got a very similar thing we're building. It's going to be a competitor to DYDX, Apex, you know, Uniswap to a degree, and then, you know, Palm Swap. So I'm not really talking about it. I have an investment in it because I'm still going to bet on other horses. I'm still going to bet on other horses, even though I have my own horse. But the thing about our decks is that I'm not doing a token sale. I'm not making it stupid. I'm not doing an IDO and all this crap. I'm just making the product good. You guys can trade on it. And then, you know, eventually what we'll probably do is a token sale where you guys can get access. And obviously, you guys who watch this community, I'll give you guys access to it early and stuff like that. I'll give you pre-sale opportunities and stuff to get the token. And it'll probably come down to being some sort of utility token where if you stake it, you get less fees. And because there is actually some benefits to it. And maybe the token, if you stake it, you'll get access to the MDX 100K party. Well, I'm thinking about launching the Legend token as well. And I'll have a website which you can stake it to get like benefits, etc. But, you know, it's kind of like this. I don't want to do a token straight off the bat because we haven't got a product. I don't want to do anything like that. I don't. Everyone in the world's like, well, you need to raise money to make money. To a degree, you need to raise money to make money. I get it, because if you have a big company, you need to scale, you need capital for marketing, etc., etc. But I would say one thing: big companies already created, big enterprise need to raise at some point, but all of the biggest companies you see never really did a raise from the very beginning. They never raised any money. It was always just a great idea. It worked. The team built it well, and they executed. Most of the companies I've ever built have never been about raising money first. Usually companies that raise money first, they get too big-headed and bullshitty. Most really great companies are built by a dude in a fucking goddamn room with his fucking brother or his sister or his mum in the basement. Built, hard work, grind, blood, sweat, and tears, no funding, don't have any money. They need this to work, and then it becomes a great company. You can name a million companies like that. When they get bigger and then they get a lot of users and stuff like that, then there's you need to scale. And then the risk is there. The risk has gone down because you already have the users. But most big companies aren't built with a raise first. So all these ICOs, guess what? Raised millions of dollars. None of them do fucking nothing. Like Uniswap didn't raise any money. Uniswap's the biggest DEX, $2.5 billion volume a day. Didn't raise. Like, where's all this other shit which raised millions? There are a few still there, but 90% of them are fucked. So I'm not going to do a sale of a token to then use that money to build the company. I'll just do my time and effort and build the company. Like, doesn't make any sense. Anyway, hope you guys agree. Let's have a look at some other altcoins. Guys, slam your altcoins in the chat as well. Where is the free Bitcoin on tap? So if you sign up with that link, you will get, I think, $10 of free Bitcoin. Something like that. Everybody gets it. Or it's $5 or $10. I think it's $5 now. It was $10 at the beginning. So when you sign up, you just get it. So if you go to this link here, tap bonus, and just download the app and do whatever you need to do, you should be able to get it. Lido's cool. I actually do have some Ethereum staked in Lido. Crypto.com. This is a good one to talk about because I do have an investment in Crypto.com. You guys know this. You know, it's got a long way to go. It's got a long, long way to go. Yeah, we're not out of the woods yet. I would say we're coming into spring, but I would say it's not anywhere near coming out of the woods yet. It's got a long way to go. Beneath all moving averages, yes, we have some moving averages beginning to tick over. We haven't managed to get above the prior high yet on this. So obviously, guys, to be completely honest with this chart, we need to get above that high there. Next real levels I'm looking at is going to be up here. I could actually say that correlates quite nicely with here as well. The lows, that's where we found support. That's where we found resistance. SR, beautiful. I love those. So there's nothing really here telling me that we're coming out of this. I would say that, you know, we haven't even broken this level. But, you know, if we do come to here, come back down, and then we actually get a higher low, then we can see something happening, okay? Because we're just making low highs and low highs. So lower lows and lower highs. If we make a higher low and then a higher high, let's say we get there, then we're looking at CRO being very, very good. But for me, in terms of my investment strategy with CRO, you know, this isn't really a technical play for me. I'm not buying CRO for a technical play. I'm an investor in CRO. That's how I look at myself in CRO. I'm not really looking to trade it. I'm just investing in the company. I think it's going to have long-term prospects. So I'd rather just buy it, dollar cost average into it, and not look to the intraday, you know, or the intra-week or monthly trading strategies on it. I'll just say that I'm looking to accumulate CRO, generally speaking, because I like the product. I think it's going to do well. BNB is one of my biggest investments now. I've been accumulating a lot of it. I don't like the chart, I have to say. I'm not a fan of this chart. I still think there's a little bit of gap here which could get filled maybe at the end of this year. I don't like it, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to buy it because at the end of the day, it is still making a higher low right now. You know, we did break some trend. It's at the golden retracement. It's one of those ones that I do think, again, it's a good project to be in general in crypto because of the tokenomics, the burn. It's another fundamental thing for me. I look at myself as more an investor in BNB than a trader. I just think that it's a good one to be in terms of the size of Binance, the token metric system, the tokenomics they have on it. I don't like the chart too much. I feel like it could come lower, and there is potentially a chance here for it to not make a high in terms of another lower high here. We're bang on there. We're bang on there. We could come down again, but again, we have this now. So I'd say that what you need to do is kind of redraw a few of these areas and say, okay, what are the levels you're looking for? I think this level is important as well. You got the fibs on it, but I'd say this level is super important. I'll just draw these on real quick for you leggies because I am on this Shizm and Nizza. I do think this level here is important as well, which we found. So I think we're kind of in this range-bound environment. Yes, you could say that it's low highs and lower lows. You could even just, like, you know, draw out a pennant on this and just be like, okay, look, we've got time. It's got some time to go. You know, yeah, I would say the probability is that it probably comes into this, squeezes for a few more, maybe even 6 months, and then we come off to the races. Invalidation of that is this level here. A breakdown up, we're going down to 786, I would say, on BNB. And that's why I'm kind of like, I don't like the chart. I want to see it, I would like to see it come down further, but I do understand the tokenomics of it in terms of the burn. So the supply is just being limited down and down and down. Check FTM. Isn't that fucking goddamn... No, that's... yeah, FTM is FTX, right? Let's have a look at FTM. That'd be funny. I think didn't it start mooning because they said they were going to bring it back to life. Let's get on a good exchange. Let's go on Binance Futures. Yeah, I think this is happening because they said they're going to launch... They're going to rebuild the massive fucking Madoff scam. The Ponzi. They're taking money from all these people and making people feel that they're rich on paper when they got nothing. They got nothing, sir. FMT, FTM. So I'm pretty sure this is the FTT token. You all right, babe? Okay. I'm pretty... Oh, yeah, no, yeah. FTT was FTX. Okay. No worries. Well, FTM is something else. I think it's maybe Phantom, isn't it? Phantom is FTM. So, yeah, there's something happening here on Phantom. You know, you have to be completely fair. Obviously, these levels are very important, but on the lower timescale stuff... Come on, babe. Give me a hug. I need a hug, bab. The baby is going to sleep. Good night, my darling. Oh, love you lots. Have a good night. Don't have too much fun without me, okay? Okay, so in terms of Phantom, you know, it's constructive on the very lower time frames because, you know, obviously we've got a long way to go to get back up to the tops. But in terms of this, we do have this level, which is now gone. We have, obviously, if you want to go even lower time frames, we have this level, which is gone, and this high. So we blasted through everything. We've got this nice base of support at the lows. Could even say here as well. I'm just going to draw on a few levels for you just to make it so. I'm not going to make this too complicated for you. I'm just going to say very clearly that we have broken out of this structure. So you could say if you had this drawn on, you'd have something like that. It's a nice break of trend. It's managed to get above everything, which is a good sign. That means it's got lots of support beneath it. It's like what Bitcoin's doing now. I would say that we're probably going to find some resistance. There is actually a nice wick here you could draw on. That would probably be we're going to see it. Look, if we get above that, this could probably come all the way back up very quickly, you know, to around here. Even the low prices here, there's really nothing in terms of resistance between here and here, except this little bit in the middle, but it doesn't look too good. It's above the moving averages as well. You know, if I was just going to look at this very plainly with no fundamentals as a trader, I'd say that this is a good chart, and I'd say that actually I'd look to buy a dump on this. I would say that this level and this level, if we get anything into here, let's say we do a little bit high like that and then back down and then maybe like this, I'd actually look to buy that. I'd look to buy that retracement. I don't think it's going to go much lower. I would say that would be a good trade, logical SR to get into here. And this could happen if Bitcoin wants to come back and retest 20. So I actually quite like this chart. I think that there's constructive trade to be made here. I don't think you buy now. I think you've missed the move. I don't want to be buying anything which has gone up quickly. I want to be looking to buy those support levels. So I don't know what Phantom is or what it does, but I think purely technical, I think this is quite a good chart actually. You know, you got to be careful with these lower cap altcoins because they can, you know, turn around and fuck you over because there's not much liquidity and it can just go down to zero. But I'd say with appropriate stop losses, I think there's a good probability that, you know, you get something on this, and there could be a very good bounce trade. And if it gets above here, I don't see much in terms. I think this goes a lot higher actually. What's the percent move on this? It's probably gonna be hundreds of percent, isn't it, or something stupid? 164%. So here to here, you're probably gonna get the same amount of gain. Yeah, about 130. I think there's potential here. I also do think there's potential for shorts as well. So whatever you're using, you know, I obviously use Bybit and BitGet. The links are below my face, guys. So if you want to trade FTM or any of these altcoins, literally, Bybit and FTM, whatever, Bybit and BitGet, sorry. The links are below, guys, so you get like $30,000 when you sign up and stuff. And guess what, legends? Incognito browser, sign up again. And then what you can do is you can get the bonuses again. And then you can get those bonuses, trade the altcoins, trade the Bitcoin. And just basically, if you want to support this channel, use the links below when you sign up. It just helps the channel. People there's so many different links out there, people doing it. You get big bonuses, helps the channels. Even if you have an account, just cancel it, create an account with the links below, get the bonus again with the money you've made, and then start all over. That's what I do. If I get a bonus offer, I'll just do that. So the links are below, guys. Bybit and BitGet. BitGet's really good for altcoins, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? I love Bybit. I'm a Bybit guy through and through, but you know, BitGet is actually quite interesting with altcoins because I like having multiple positions. With BitGet, you can have multiple positions open either or, which is quite cool. Okay, and if you go down to the link below, guys, and use the BitGet link, you'll get that bonus when you sign up. So check it out. So let's have a look at Ultra. It's just like I can't even really be bothered because it's just like it's the same shit over and over again. We're at macro long-term support. It's got a long way to go. There's nothing special here. It's got a long way to go. Again, with Ultra, I'm just an investor in it. In terms of this, yes, it's a big exacerbation to the upside, but I'm an investor in it, so I'm not really looking to trade the intraday and the intra-week and the intra-month. I'm just looking to fucking hold this and just say, look, I think it's a good company. So that's how I look at that. Link. What's my link exposure now? I don't know if I sold. I don't know how much I sold. I don't like this chart, to be honest. You know, I don't like the look of that, really. It looks a little bit rolly-overy, and I think, you know, it's not a good chart, and I would just, you know, sometimes you look at these things and just say, look, I'm just going to stay away from it because you just don't want to be involved with that. Like, imagine day trading that. Yes, it's fun if you're using indicators and stuff. If you're using the MDX indicators, you're going to have a great time because you're going to be able to scalp that shit. But you just got to look at it and say to yourself, am I really going to be able to constructively make some decent moves if I'm a swing guy? I just don't see that happening. Just no fun in there, really, for me. There are a few, you know, deviations you can look at, but I'd say that just to quickly scope this off, that level is very important. The mid-range of this is coming in around here. Moving averages are all flat and bullshitty. It's literally this. If Link gets above here, like that, you buy the higher low, and that's going to be very, very good for it. You lose the lows. I don't know where it's going to go. Probably a lot lower for Link, okay? Dot, I've never really liked trading Dot. Look at it. It's just an absolute... Look at that shit, legends. Oh, Dot is one of those ones, guys. Do you still like EFX? Oh, wow. I haven't thought about EFX in a long time. You know, again, I still have a bag of EFX somewhere. I still hold it. You know, if I invest in something, I am investing in it. I'm truly investing in it. I'm going to hold it for a long time. Like, you know, sometimes you don't win. You know, sometimes some you win, some you lose. Like TAP, for instance, massive winner. And you got to remember, when I spoke about EFX, the EFX price went up hundreds of X. Hundreds and hundreds of X. It went up so fucking much. Everybody just sold and, you know, everyone made their bag and then left. That's the problem sometimes with these pump and dumps. The good thing about XBT is that it's got good fundamentals, which will keep it. I think EFX has got that as well. But the thing about XBT, it's done almost 100x now. So we just have to see how it bears the next downturn. You know, a lot of these altcoins have these big pumps, but the downturn is what kind of kills them off because they're not really, I wouldn't say they're not really prepared, but I'll just say that they're not really designed for the market. When it goes down to such low prices again, a lot of people just like look at it and think, you know, I don't want to get into that anymore, especially these lower cap altcoins. They hockey stick so quickly back down. Loads of people get wrecked, people make money, and then a lot of people just move on. So what we want to see is how this reacts now. EFX was just one of those ones. I don't know what the price is. I will never look at the price until I hear about it again. Because it'll probably just moon to something crazy. The project's pretty good, but you know, just you can't win every single altcoin bet. It's as simple as that. I don't know, where is it in terms of price? So I think it absolutely moon shipped at the beginning. I don't know if we've even got it here. It's on KuCoin, isn't it? Okay, it had a bit of a decent move here. Let's have a look at EFX. What's it done recently? EFX has gone up, what? 3x? Yeah, just moon shipped off the lows of 3x. But look at where EFX was. Like, this was an absolute rocket ship, legends. Like, I don't know what the percent on this was, but it was just mind-boggling gains. We're looking at like 6x off the bat. And then, yeah, it just got sold off by everyone who was in. And now it looks like it's doing okay. So this is the thing. Like, patience is the winner in this market. Because EFX is something I hold. I think I've got it on the EOS blockchain or something. But, you know, you never know what can happen, guys. It's a good... I always thought the guy who was behind it, Chris, was good. And if he can build that fucking idea... It's a hard idea to build, I understand. But if he can build it, yeah, who knows what he can do with that kind of shit. They're building real-life schools. Not schools. They're building real-life centers around the world where people go to do AI tasks and get paid in EFX. Like, what? That just sounds nuts. It's just sick. Solana, here we go. So I did... Okay, let's be completely honest with Solana. I did buy a bag of Solana. It went down to like 2.5 billion market cap, I think. So I bought a big bag of Solana. And it's not because of the fundamentals. It's a purely technical trade. It's already up a massive bit. But I think Solana, of what it is, what it has as a presence, I do think this is a good market to buy. I think overall, if it's below 3 bill, it's good. And also, it's like miles off at 786. Sorry, legends. I ate a load of food earlier. Okay, to be completely honest, it's not a great chart still. It's still looking low highs and lower lows. There's nothing really here, but I would just say that what I know of Solana and the people behind it, I think it would do well. It's purely a technical trade from valuation. I think it's just oversold. I think it's going to come higher. Simple shit. Wow, why is this chart absolutely blasted? What is this? Adder. Let me get rid of the drawings on this. Is this Adder? Yeah, it is. Yeah, Adder. So, guys, I remember Adder from here. You know, I was calling for it to go to 60 cents. Where did it go? It's at 38 now. So I remember up here I was calling 60 cents on Adder, and everybody called me crazy. And now look where they are. They're probably all fucking crying their eyes out. They lost everything. Again, nothing really here. I just got to be completely honest with you. It's just not there yet. We haven't even broken a higher high. We haven't got anything here. I think that the moving averages are beginning to move over. But I think, you know, if you're a long-term guy, then look at getting into this in terms of the drawdown. But... you know, I'd say that if you're a trader, you at least need to wait for something above moving averages or a higher high or something and then buy the retest. But as of right now, we're not getting it. But, you know, this usually the most uncomfortable time to buy this kind of shit when you're going to make the biggest game. Guys, yo, we've got like 350 people in here and we have like only 200 likes. Guys, if you enjoy this content, please blast me up a like. XRP, remove the fucking drawings again. Yeah, so XRP. I can't even be bothered. I just can't be bothered with XRP. You know, I like it. It's tradable. It's volatile, like, etc., etc., etc. But I'm just bored of XRP. Like, it's been honestly just flat at this level for years, since 2017, 18. You know, it hasn't really managed to increase any genuine adoption or anything like that. It's just a volatile. It looks like the fucking VIX. It's just a volatile, crazy asset which is owned by some random dude. And I don't know. It's definitely tradable, and I think it will rise. But I just can't be asked. It's a waste of my time. You know, you can't look at every fucking coin. NEAR, I did actually buy a lot of NEAR. Again, like I said to you guys here, I thought to you that we're going to break the lows. We actually did break it. I said the probability is us to go lower on NEAR. And I do think that NEAR, I am actually dollar cost averaging into NEAR, because I do think they could have quite a good shot of taking some of Ethereum's market share. Sandbox, the good old, Sandbox got nuked recently. You know, I'm still interested in Sandbox for its fundamentals. I actually know a few projects which are, you know, going to start making it very simple to onboard fiat to crypto into metaverses. So I know a few projects which are actually making it really easy just to buy, you know, sand with your credit card within the metaverse, and they have a bank as well, banking licenses. So, you know, I made a lot of money on sand, guys. I remember I bought land, and I was buying land in sand in 2000. There's a video. If you type in Sandbox MDX, you will see a video of me fucking, 4 years ago now, talking about the Sandbox. This is before, you know, anyone knew about this shit. And this was when I was trading the market, but also in like learning about the market. And I bought a fuckload of land. I bought land for like $30 and sold them for like 2 ETH at like when ETH was trading at 4K. Like, to think about that return. So Sand was something I was always interested in. I do quite like the project. You know, I'll be interested in looking at this again, to be honest, at these prices. I'll be interested in looking at this again. I'll have to look at the game, because with this, you're not really bet. Okay, you can play the whole technical card completely on this. You can play the technical card and just do the technicals. Fine. If I'm playing the technical card, I'm not buying yet. If I'm looking at technicals, I'm not buying this yet. But if I go down the rabbit hole and I look at the project and look at what's going on, and I find out that this has got some really good prospects in terms of an investment, I would look to reinvest into this. But technically speaking, I wouldn't look to buy it yet. So it's two different types of looking at markets. You're either technical or fundamentals. Obviously, we know that if you could only have one, you could only have fundamentals, you can only have technicals. You always have technicals. Technicals always comes before fundamentals, but it doesn't mean you can't use fundamentals to trade. Plutus, my favorite little coin. This is literally the smallest little dark horse out there. You know, Plutus, I've just got a feeling Plutus is going to do something crazy. I like their product. I like their card. I've got a link somewhere to Plutus. I don't know, in the description probably somewhere. I need to get all these links sorted out in my description so you guys can use them. At the moment, I've got NEXO. I've got TradingView Pro, which is obviously good. You need to get that. Ultra, yeah, nice. And I've got BitGet and Bybit. I need to get all my other links in there so you guys can use them. But Plutus is a great project. If you're in the UK, just download the Plutus app. It is very, very good. You get a sort code account number. You get a few other bells and whistles with the banking stuff. And then you also get the card, which you can then top up with MetaMask, which is pretty cool. I think this goes higher. I like it. I think the project's good. It's another one of my investments in terms of what I think. And I don't know. They're breaking into the US market. I like this chart as well. You know, it's consistently making higher lows here. Yes, the highs are getting lower as well. It's just pivoted. It's just pivoting into a pennant, really. Like, generally, it's like that, isn't it? We're gonna get some fireworks on this soon. We'll see. Total 2 in terms of altcoins. Yes, altcoins are probably gonna have a comeback, but nothing too special here. I'd actually rather look at Bitcoin dominance and say I think BTC dominance is much better. We've actually broken the high here. We're moving up. Sorry, that's not BTC dominance. That is actually that's the CME, actually. Sorry. BTC dominance, it should be a similar thing. Yeah, we're coming up a little bit higher. We haven't broken the highs yet, actually. But I would say BTC dominance has a moment like this where we can see this happen, okay? I think we're going to get BTC dominance is going to come up over the next year. I think a lot of these altcoins are going to go to zero. A lot of these things are going to die. And I think Bitcoin rallies first. So looking at this is actually a pretty nice chart as well from, just to quickly bring up CME. You know, Bitcoin has gapped. We'll probably fill that at some point. I reckon 25, come back and fill the gap. That kind of is in confluence with what I've already said on this video from the beginning. So that's another thing pointing to potentially, well, you know, Is there even a gap? There is. So I'd say that we're likely, you know, I've said from the beginning 25 and then back down to around there. What price is that? 21? Yeah. So it's looking pretty good. Where are we at now? Doji. I saw some people shouting Dogecoin. I am long on Doge, actually, Legends. I do have a long on Bybit. So the link is below, guys, to Bybit. If you want to long Dogecoin with me, use the link below to Bybit. Get the free fucking money and long Doge with it. I am long on Doge. I think I'm in a long, but I think I'm gonna get stopped because I think Doge will probably eventually result in some lower prices again. But you know, I think, you know, I'm just going to just say to you guys, Doge is likely going to trade. Night, babe. Doge is going to trade at $1 in the future, I think. You know, I just think that's going to happen. I think Dogecoin is the casino of crypto. I think casinos in the future will just have slot machine style things, and it'll just have the price of Dogecoin on the 1 second and the 1 minute. People just clicking green and red. I think Dogecoin is going to be that. I think Dogecoin will go to $1 in the future. Because I think the future is bright for crypto in general, and I think Dogecoin will have its next big move with the meme and Elon getting on it and him tweeting about it in the future at some point. So I think Doge is going to do it again. I think Doge is going to do $1 and higher. So I'd say that just as an investment proposition, I'd say buy it and just hold on to it for a long time. Shiba, I'm less confident because Doge is the godfather of the meme, you know? It's the godfather of the meme. Everybody loves the Dogeruniente. It's just a freaking dog, and Elon loves it. But Shiba's just a bit like, yeah, it's cool and it mooned and it's like, but it's just a bit like, you weren't the first one, legend. You're the second. You're like the fucking, you're Anakin. You're not Obi-Wan. You know, you're Luke Skywalker. You're not Obi-Wan. You're second fucking best. You know, you're not the real deal. So I'm less confident that it will do it, but, you know, I say that Shiba Inu will probably be, it'll probably be Doge and Shiba, the two gambling coins. But I think I'd rather look at pure technicals on this instead of just thinking about. Let's have a look what we got. We've broken trend here, which is a good sign. We're above some certain levels. You know, this is probably what ultimately I can probably say on this is just that we had like a decent moving average coming down here with a trend line. We're kind of finding on that level now. Let me get this perfectly drawn on for you. I'd say likely sees resistance, to be honest. We still got to get above that level there as well. I think it's probably down for a lower high on this, actually, and then maybe continuing higher into the future. But it's still not a good chart. It's still descending. We have nothing really here. I'd say it's more likely that Shiba goes lower here, looking at this chart. You know, it's having a few goes at the attempts at the highs, but it just looks like it's losing a bit of steam. And I would say it probably does come a bit low before it moves. But, you know, again, Shiba's one of those ones where, you know, I do quite like it as well as Doge, but I like Doge more. Even though I hate Doge. But I love Doge and I hate it. I love Doge because it brings attention to crypto. I hate Doge because some people think that Doge is better than Bitcoin. And that's just fucking it. And that's even Elon Musk. I'm like, if Elon Musk can't understand that Dogecoin and Bitcoin are not comparable in any way, they're completely opposite in their value proposition. If he can't understand that, it makes me doubt Elon. And that's hard to do because Elon's a fucking genius. Anyway, SPX, back to traditional. Yeah, same old jazz. I think we're going to go higher on SPX. The Dow Jones is the same story. Dixie, I think we're going to come down a little bit lower. I think Dixie does this actually, something like that. I think this move to here will probably move Bitcoin to 25 or 30K. And then I think Dixie gets its bounce, which will then result in the bull trap for the itty bitty. Great British pounds, who gives a shit? Just go into the dollar already. Just sell off into the dollar. Shut up, you great British pound fuckers. Euro, again, same thing. Just move your euros into dollars. Just shut up. You're literally worse than the dollar in terms of being you're a worse fiat. So move your purchasing power into dollars if you're going to do anything, and then move your purchasing power into gold, silver, or Bitcoin, or whatever fucking crypto. So work that out. Tesla, ooh, lovely little bounce here. Doesn't mean anything. I still think Tesla's going to see lower prices. You know, this could result in a bottom, but I'd say Tesla is likely going to have another go at retesting the bottom. I don't think it's a V-shaped recovery out of this. Even if we get a V-shape up to trend, I'd say it still comes down and retests low, close to this, if not carry on going lower. Like I said, bear market rallies in traditional SPX, etc. End of year. It's maybe something like this. End of year, we get another go down, and then we continue on Tesla. I do think that the SPX is going to make a lower low at some point at the end of this year. Like I said, Amazon, Still not convinced to buy that yet. Meta I already did. I already bought a whole load of Meta down here, and it's actually playing out the fractal I put on it. Pretty fucking... Imagine if it just does this now. I'll be like, okay, sir, I do have a crystal ball. I doubt it, but, you know, Meta sold off so harshly. It's just like, I can't not buy that, especially with stochastic RSI where it was on higher time frames. We go on the weekly. Where did we get to? It's just like, I got to buy that. Yeah. Weekly stochastic RSI, there is no example of getting not a good move. You can't bet against that, so I'm going to buy it. Google, maybe getting there. This level I want to see pre-COVID. I think maybe what you could get actually is something like that and then back down later and then Google goes for it. But I think Google is good to buy actually. But I still think that, what is it off the highs? 48%. What's it on its Fibonacci's from COVID? Let's do the fibs from COVID and see if it went to golden retracement. Yeah, it's just seeing a bounce of golden, and like I think, you know, if we do get something like that, I do still think it will probably do, you know, Google that over the next year. This will probably take, this is not drawn correctly because this will probably be multiple years. But this year it's like that, maybe a low at the end of the year, and we continue on Google. What are we on now? Microsoft. Microsoft just really hasn't had its move yet. I don't like this chart. It's on the moving averages. I would say that stochastic RSI, you know, I can't bet against it though. It's got these nice bullish fucking hammers on it. It's on moving averages. The stochastic RSI is oversold. Like, I can't bet against that, really. I think this probably goes up. Microsoft is doing pretty good. Yeah, put your altcoins in there, guys. I'm just blasting through everything for you. This is a correlation market for the treasury yields. Then we've got, obviously, the fucking goddamn, you know what it is, legends. The legends over at the Fed, Mr. Powell, wrecking the world. We got the 10-year, 20-year yield, and then we've got the housing market, I think. We've got... No, we don't. We've got the trusts. Nice. Okay, so legends, hit me with some questions. I'm here. I'm here doing some stuff. We'll go on the lower time frame, see what we're getting on Bitcoin. We're just on this support level here. Like I said, you know, I think we're going to go higher on Bitcoin to 25. I would say that if you're doing anything, you're buying this level here. You're looking to buy here, stop loss around here. If you break it, then you're looking to buy here, bounce, sell into that if we get there, and then, you know, whatever. Same old shindigs over and over again. Buy, sell, try and make fucking money trading in a fucking nutshell. Yeah, so let's have a look at the questions. What's what? Nurma II. Okay, yeah, let's do some crazy small caps, all right? I want to see crazy small caps, and I want to evaluate them. So we got here. This sounds good because AI is everywhere right now. We got fucking chat BTC. What's my chat BTC saying? Not chat BTC. Shall I log into this shit? Should we ask fucking... what is the best altcoin to buy, you legend? It's probably not going to work because... What? Send it. Oh, I need to reach fucking... I need to log in, don't I, or something like that. Let's ask chat GPT. Log in. I've already said log in. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, I want to log in, legends. Log me in. Guys. Email? What the zoot? Just log me in. 2 seconds, guys. I'm just trying to log into this shit. It's probably not going to work. Ask for like 2-factor or something. I'm like, okay. Oh, we're in. All right, guys. I'm going to ask this. What altcoin should I buy, you legend? See what ChatGPT sees. I am not able to give financial or investment advice, but you're not even a human being. You're not going to get done by fucking a lawyer. I'm not going to come after you, legend, and be like, sorry, I'm taking ChatGPT to court on fucking gross negligence against financial information. No, sir. It's important you do your own research. Fuck off. I'm asking you. Okay. Will Bitcoin go to 100? What should I put? Like this? $100,000. The price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies can be highly volatile. It's just the same shit. Can be highly volatile and difficult to predict. Some experts believe that the price of Bitcoin could potentially reach $100,000. Nice. Or more in the future, due to its limited supply and increased demand. However, others believe that the price may not reach that level, or that there could be a significant decline in the price before it reaches that level. Wow, it's so politically correct. Ultimately, no one can predict with certainty what will happen to the price of Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. So it's important to be aware of the risks and make your own investment decisions based on personal risk tolerance and financial situation. I would say that actually that's a really... it's boring and it's fucking annoying. It's boring and I like it, but that's just actually a really, really well-versed, comprehensive way to explain the price action. It's telling you about risk tolerance, financial situation, saying don't put in what you can't lose. It may reach 100k because some people think it is. It's just well balanced because it says limited supply, understands the supply of Bitcoin, increased demand. That's a good shout. So it's just actually like, how the fuck did an AI write that? It's perfect. It's boring, but it's perfect. Anyway, ChatGPT, ChatGPT. Ape, please. Okay, let's have a look at Ape. I'm gonna ape into Ape. I think is that whenever I look at these shit coins at like no market cap, I always just like want to ape, but I don't want to ape. Is this the right thing, man? Is it Ape coin? Just tell me if it's the right. Let's just zip out to the monthly. What's it done on the months? Oh god. So check out Ape. It literally looks like a syringe. Like Ape looks like a fucking needle. It looks like a syringe right now. Okay, I'll just do how I do my analysis. Let's go to the 12. So what I do to kick these things off is I'll just draw the yearlies on there. I'm just going to just quickly do this in front of you so you understand what's going on. And then you want the open and closes of that year. It's not going to be perfect in terms of raise, but that would be there. Yearlies on, go down to the monthlies. Levels already carved out on every single range. All good. Weeklies. Yeah, it's all good. Probably put this on as well. Make sure this is defined. Yeah, we're good. Go down to the daily. Changing moving averages. Don't know. I'm annoyed to say this, but I quite like Ape right now. I'm liking the look of Ape. Stochastic RSI looks good. The indicators will probably give us a good... Oh, I can't be asked with the indicators right now. But guys, if you go on, if you get MDX Algo, so literally go to mdxalgo.com and then just get the subscription, get a premium account with these indicators. They will literally tell you when to buy and sell. Everything's drawn on for you. SR level, support, resistance, inflection points, exhaustion. Okay, moving average is looking pretty decent on that as well. Let's have a look what we got in terms of a retrace. I don't know, actually. To me, I'm just going to look at this and just give you a complete flat answer. You know, it's trying to do something in terms of these levels have been broken. So you can see here that if I zoom in a little bit more, I know on the day they'll go on lower time frames, but you can see here that we have a beautiful SR of this level here. So you can see on that this is very, very micro, and I don't want to get too crazy on this because it's not anything that special yet. But you see this nice move off the lows. It came back down, found support. Then it's broken out and SR'd on that beautiful uptrend. So I would say that likelihood is you're probably going to get that. And then you might even get a move higher. And this isn't actually a uptrend. I would call this an upward sloping parabola. So it's a parabolic move right now, actually, from Ape. And I would say that this level it's actually very similar to Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin, let's just look at this as it was Bitcoin. That's 25k Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin right now, you don't have to look at it. You can just go on your chart. It hasn't got there yet. It's got one more move to go. So if I was going to be completely frank, if Bitcoin wants to go to here, right, I think Ape's going to go to there. I think Ape's going to come to here and then probably find resistance and come back, and then we'll see whether it makes a higher high or a lower high and then breaks trend. That's what I'm probably looking for Ape. I do think Ape's probably got a little bit more in it if Bitcoin goes to 25. If Bitcoin doesn't make it to 25 and finds resistance now, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is very, very similar to Ape. So you see that level there, that's 25k. If Bitcoin goes there now, which I actually do think it is going to do that. I think the probability is high for it to do that. If we go there, I think Ape goes to wherever we say it was, you know, that next level. But I don't think it gets above that level, okay? So KuCoin, I don't think Ape gets above that just yet. And then if it does, and you buy this support, I think Ape goes much higher to around here, actually, probably doubles in price. I don't mind this, to be honest. I'd say that it's not great. Obviously, it's still not making anything crazy. But on the lower time frames here and here, that's pretty constructive. This level still needs to be broken. You know, I think it does this probably, and then maybe that'll be the bullish scenario. Bearish would be, and then, you know, a breakdown and retest the lows. But I think it's definitely tradable. There's definitely shorts up here as well. You know, textbook is looking pretty decent in terms of short plays up here. Maybe even here if we get a rejection on Bitcoin. Right, let's have a look here. Enjoyed the last drunk stream, Legenda. Yeah, well, I do get a bit razzed up, sir. Every now and again, I'll just get razzed up and chat some shit on stream. ROI Legend has a 600k market cap. ROI. Let's have a look at this little shit coin. See if it's possible to moon this up. Oh god, there's just so many. Can you blast the ticker into well, I don't know, what market is it on? All I'm looking at is like New York Stock Exchange. I've got like, and this is tiny on my screen. I'm not looking at any crypto exchanges. Uniswap, maybe that's it with WETH. I don't know though, so put in the tickers, guys, in terms of, you know, what the ticker is and what market it's on, and also, so like you'd say ROI/USDT on which exchange. Let's have a look. We got here Bitcoin drunk stream. Gotta love how open Max talks about that he and his GF doing roleplay shit. I can't remember that. Did I say that? Okay. Yeah, we do that shit every now and again. We're up to no good. It's like, you know, schoolgirl, that kind of shit, discipline, teaching a lesson. MDX, I need your opinion on Astra. New project. I don't think Astra's a new project. I actually think I have an investment in Astra. It's a gold. Is it a gold stablecoin? Is it a gold-backed stablecoin coin? XML, maybe. LDO USDT Binance. Nice one. I like that. So this is a Lido, isn't it? And I actually do use the Lido platform. There we go. Look at you, you legend. Give me that stuff. Tell me exactly what you need to do. Let's go on the monthly. So Lido, this is I don't know what the actual utility of this is in the platform, so that's something I do need to look at just to have it in my mind. But on the daily here right now, this is it's probably not going to break the high actually on Lido. I don't think it's going to be affected by the Bitcoin price, so I think actually this is probably time to get out of Lido in terms of a sell. Just looking at this completely on a flat basis here. It looks like a bit distributy here. It's probably going to be, oh no, it's oversold. I would say that just to level this thing off, you've obviously got that level there, which is very important. What is that, sir? Let me just level this thing off here for you and just give all the levels for it. Let's just whip out to the yearly. I don't know if it's even been around for a year yet, so let me just draw on some of the key levels, okay? So you have open, major, well, this is actually, sorry, this is when it ended in terms of the yearly high and low. Then you got open and closes here. So that's when it closed and opened the year. And then we have obviously got where we are today. Sorry, that's the high of this year. So it's been around for last year and this year. Let's just skip the monthly because we're not going to get anything. We're just going to go down to the weekly. We're coming up to resistance beautifully. Actually tagged the, this is the, we would say the yearly open and close of both those years and the high and low. So big resistance there on the wick basis on weekly. So I'd say, looks a bit like a death doji candle there. Daily, yeah, we're at resistance, pretty significant resistance. So what I would say is here is obviously important. I don't think it gets above it anytime soon. And guys, you know what I'm doing right now is I'm doing this charting for you on the screen just to show you my process on these altcoins. But I will just tell you one thing. If you get MDX Algo, the product I have built for the last few years, if you get MDX, even longer than that, because it's using my strategies, which I've built over a decade. But if you get MDX Algo, you pay $60 a month, guys, and everything will be done for you. All the lines, all the yearly opens, the support and resistance boxes will be on the screen. You can change the colors. You can do what you want. It will tell you when to buy and sell. So you can see here, it's plotting on everything for you on the chart. I should even just get it up on that chart in a minute. I'll do it in a minute. We'll see what correlates. Everything's just bang on in terms of the levels. Just the yearlies is making this really, really nice. Now I want to zip down a few different levels for you. Moving averages have crossed. That's a good sign. But I do think this is going to get over exhausted. I actually think what's going to happen here, and this is purely just saying to you for a fun basis. This is not trading. This is just me saying this is my prediction because I know you guys want it. You've got some sort of decent uptrend here. I'm not going to draw this on perfectly, but you can see it's uptrending, okay? The problem is, I think what's going to happen is we're going to get one more move. Stochastic RSI is still oversold on lower time frames. I think what's going to happen is we're going to get one more move on this, something like that, and it's not going to make a higher low, and then it's going to lose here. and I think we're going to get a snap back down. I think next support is going to be here. Yeah, SR. So I think this is probably going a bit too low. I would say that I think this token is going to come back down to here before it breaks this, okay? Before it gets through this resistance. I think that's probably asking a little bit too much on this move. Pretty fast, exacerbated move. You can see on a higher time frame. That's not a monthly. Sorry, that's too high on crypto. Weekly is significantly overbought right now, so that's not a good sign. On stochastic RSI, obviously we can go into other momentum indicators as well. Like if you have the indicators, you actually have oscillators as well you can use. And let's have a look at what Lido's coming up with. It's LDO on Binance, isn't it? I should be able to get it. Everything will be drawn on for you. Bang. Legends, it's done. Let me go on the daily and have a look where it's calling the levels. It's just too perfect. Legends, you're just seeing this in real time. It's just done for you. The chart is done for you. It's got support mapped out for you. That's the SR level you can see here. Bang. That's the SR level I said. So it comes to there. We've got your yearlies and opens open. Yearly high open, yearly low. Coming down here. Told you to sell here. Massive move. Told you buy here. Massive move. Resistance is there like it's stating. We've come into it. Why do I even need to do my own shit anymore, Legends? Like, why do I need to be who I am? Like, algos and shit are just taking over. It's all done for you. So yeah, I think I'll just completely just second what I just said. I'm just getting more comfortable over here. I don't know if you guys can even see me on the... Can you see me, Legends? Obviously you can see me, but is this even comfortable? I'm kind of like moving out of the screen. Whoops. Hello, I'm coming back into the screen, guys. Do you like my little chat box? Do you like the... Oh, look, the chat's there. Looks nice. Everyone just blast the chat, your altcoins in the chat. It actually is nice and clear. You can read it. Looks good. Peter Schiff's in there. East London Bulldogs. Maybe I should make it so it's not grey text for names. I don't know. Hopefully it looks all right. Why is the internet so slow? So yeah, what I'm saying is, guys, is that you literally don't need me anymore. Just get MDX algo. I'm not fucking joking. Like, it will save you so much time and effort. It's all drawn on for you. So yeah, I think that this is going to happen on this chart. Yeah, I think we don't get above this. I think we will get one move to try it again. I think we'll get one more to try it again. If we don't, I think we're coming down to here. And I think Lidl will test support here. And then if we get this back, I think it's a buy. I think you buy it. Then you see if you get the lower high. And if we come back down and do this and get a descending formation, then you break it. And then you're going into the lows again. I think it's unlikely we break above it. I don't see that happening. Whether, you know, how you want to trade it is how you want to trade it. What about MDX? I'm here, Legends. Yeah, okay. Whoop, whoop. The rotating MDX logo is slightly annoying. Yeah, I think maybe I should get rid of it. I'm probably going to put something more static down there. Which is just like saying, like, you know, hello, would you like to see MDX algo, or would you like to see our DEX? We got a DEX coming soon, so I could do something like that. It looks good though. I quite like it. Let me make it full screen. It's nice and clear. You know, Dale's in there. I think I should just do something with the text. Maybe make the text a bit more obvious to read. Everyone's got their little profile pictures in there. Yeah, it's decent, Legends. You know, we're living out. We're living out here. We're living. You guys get to see what you're saying. And if you do like a super chat, so if someone does like, if you do like a $1 super chat, some of you in the chat right now, you'll see that it will be a different type of thing you'll see in the box. So if you do like just do $1 and write like, yes, Legends, and then you'll see if you can be bothered. Also, where's the thing we've got with the whole, like, you can join the thing with the thing? I don't know. Anyway, where are we at? So that's what I think about LDO. I don't think it gets above the highs. I think it's a bit exhausted on this, and I think probably comes down a bit. I think we get a retest, but I don't think we get above this just yet. The indicators are kind of expressing that pretty nicely for you in the way they're showing all the levels for you on this. And I don't think you need anything more, really. Let's have a look what's going on in terms of levels here. Yeah, Bitcoin's the same. Up here's the resistance to get through. And we've mooned a few times above it. Let's have a look at gold. Yeah, gold's been phenomenal. Let's have a look at what the indicators are saying on gold, because there might be some resistance coming in here. Ooh, what's happening here, sir? Looks like some of the levels are like backwards. I'm not sure what's happening here. I think we have a bug on the gold price here. We need to look at this in terms of the devs. I don't know what's happening, but there's a bug on gold. Let's have a look at this thing on any other charts. Let's have a look what's going on. Oh no, maybe it's because SPF. Is it doing on SPX? What's happening, legends? What's happening? What's happening to my shit, man? What? All right, let me just quickly refresh. Let me refresh that shit. Yeah, for some markets, it's showing the levels, but it just looks like it shouldn't be aiming the other way. Maybe that's what my dev wanted, to show to show the levels from previous. Maybe that's just SR on this. So they are slightly different for traditional. Anyway, we will investigate. We will investigate this, sir. So on Bitcoin, we're not getting it like that. We're getting it the other way. Interesting. Can you check Bitcoin real quick? Of course. You know, I've been doing Bitcoin all day. I'll give you my verdict on Bitcoin right now in the short term. I think Bitcoin, and we're going to look at this on the lower time frames right now. I do think Bitcoin is going to come to 25. I think that the probability is higher that Bitcoin goes up on this than down. I think we get, something like this. I think we're going to go to 25K. And I think that because of the probability is higher for that to happen. The invalidation of that would be breaking this trend line. That would be the first crack, the first problem. If we come down to here and we hit this level, I would actually look to buy that as support. If we come up again, then we find resistance around here, in the mid zone of the market. I would say actually you probably look to get it out of this. And I think actually what could happen is we could get a descending formation. And yeah, I think this will be what would happen for the bears. So the invalidation is losing this level on the very short term. But as of right now, I'm a trader and I don't go against the trend. And I don't see any reason why you wouldn't buy this for a continuation. I don't know why you would try and gamble on trying to time the top. I'd say we're going up. We're making higher lows and higher highs. The momentum's good. We're in a bear market rally right now. You know, the long to short ratio is looking pretty decent. It's 50-50, so there's a lot of fuel to go up still in terms of shorts. So I'd say we get one more move. I think Elliott wave is also in confluence with this in terms of looking at wave counts. I'm not, like I said, going to bore to death with wave counts, but I would say we have probably 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this would be the fifth. You know, that would be 5 waves. And then I think we probably get 1, 2, 3, an ABC correction down. And then if we do see an ABC, then that would be more likely that we're going to see the market rally actually and do another 5 wave up. If we do then get 5 up and then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, then it's going to be a worse scenario, because we know that what happens is in uptrends, you have 5 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up, 3 waves down. When you have downtrends, you have 5 waves down, 3 waves up, 5 waves down, 3 waves up. If you have 5 waves up, then 5 waves down, that's usually the beginning of the next move, or that's an inflection, that's a change in direction. Because if it's 5 waves down and then 3 waves up to get into a fucking bear market, I mean that means you have to go 5 up then 5 down. Usually with Elliott, or they could say just wave counting, but I'd say like don't get too fussed on wave counts, because I think what is really the most dangerous thing is that if you think that, oh yeah, wave counts always happen and it's always 100%, it's always going to be 5 and then 3. If you think that in your mind, and then this time it's different, which is going to happen, and the wave counts don't play out, you could put yourself in a lot of trouble, because it's the people who put themselves. You know, there was actually a good podcast I watched the other day about this, and this is something I've spoken about on my podcast for many years, like about, it's not really about, you know, the things which you doubt, which are dangerous. It's the things that you think you know are 100% right. The things that you think you're 100% right in are the most dangerous things, because you put so much stuff into that and so much energy and so much risk into that. You know, with a trader, you've got to be constantly paranoid, because if you're constantly paranoid, you're going to doubt and you're going to always look for the invalidation. And then you're not going to say, this is 100% going to happen, so I'm going to bet all my eggs into this basket. And guess what? If you think it's 100% going to happen, you don't have a stop loss and you go all in, when it does not happen, you lose everything. So it's the things in life that you think are 100% certain to happen which wreck you. It's not the things that you doubt which wreck you. That's why as a trader, you've got to be careful. You've got to doubt. You have to doubt yourself. You have to have invalidations. You have to make sure that you don't think you're 100% correct all the time, because those are the things which kill you. Because then you put all your eggs into that basket and you think you're too smart. And that's why I'm not a fan of Elliott, because what happens if the waves don't play out perfectly that time? And no, but it has to be 5 and then 3. Like, just relax. I use Elliott, but relax, because you need to be. It's just trying to give you context. And if the context is wrong and you're drawing your fucking lines wrong, you're in big trouble. So that's what I always say to these motherfuckers. You got to be careful out there, man. You got to be careful out there. 1.5 years of sideways bear market is my expectation, ranging between, so this is very similar to mine. I think Bitcoin is flat between 30 to 35 and 14 for the best part of this whole year. I think we probably have some sort of crash at the end of the year, maybe a lower low, and then into 2024, I think we begin the real next bull market. So I think we're just in the accumulation of long-term sideways bullshit, and then we have a good time. Something strange is happening as gold is 0 on debt clock. What? I have not heard that before. Let's have a look at the debt clock. Gold is 0. What do you mean gold is 0? So we have here, dollar to silver ratio. What the fuck? Dollar to gold ratio is now $0. That's very interesting, because that was $10,000 the other day. Why the fuck has that happened? And obviously it's maybe a glitch in the frickin' this website, but that can't be the reality, because obviously, what do you mean? Like, the dollar. Let me zoom in on it so you can see it. The dollar is correlated to the amount of the dollar is correlated to gold. Because it's actually, the funny thing is, everyone thinks that the dollar is money and gold is not money. But actually, gold is money and the dollar is not money. So we live in a world where everybody is completely wrong about what they believe. Everybody thinks the dollar is money and gold is a pet rock which can't do anything. What the fuck are they talking about? Gold is the money and the dollar is the pet paper you can't do anything with. So to say that, the dollar to gold ratio is 0 is bullshit, because all the dollar does is do an accounting for the amount of gold, because gold is money. Everybody's using the dollar to do shit, but gold is the real money. If you have $1 million of fucking dollars in the economy and 100,000 tons of gold, gold will be priced at something. If you suddenly have 10 million, so you have $1 million of $1 million, now you have $10 million. You've got to 10x the price of gold. Otherwise, you've devalued the dollar. You have to 10x the price of gold for it to be fair value. It's ridiculous. You can't have it so like, oh yeah, now it's still only this price for gold. It doesn't make any sense. I reckon it should be probably more around $12,000 per ounce would be dollar to gold ratio. So if all the purchasing power of all of the dollars went into gold, it would probably be around $12,000. Yeah, silver's good, but this is weird. Oh wait, why has it got dollar to oil ratio? It's just weird, man. I actually went on this the other day and I looked at this to try and show someone something, and it wasn't the right price. It said like $400. I was like, that can't be right. Something's happening here. Maybe the government's been like, no, guys, you're not allowed to show this type of information, so we're either going to take down your website, you have to take the information down. You never know, legends. You never know these fuckers. These government fuckers. Yeah, so we've had a really bit of boring price action tonight. We're just waiting to see if we're going to get that move I've been talking about. Obviously, we've got the bear market rally move, all looking spiffy. Guys, if you just come into this stream as well, I highly recommend when I leave in a minute, you go watch it from the beginning, the first 10 minutes, because I do a lot of in-depth analysis on stuff. I'm trying to get comfortable, because I've been sitting here for fucking, how long now? How long have I been sitting here, sir? We've been here for almost 2 hours. It's fine. It's all good. It's only midnight for me. A little bit after midnight. It's been a good stream, though. Yeah, these fuckers, lol. These fuckers, man. Yeah, I think it's probably an API issue. Because, obviously, it makes no sense. in any way, that would be what the actual dollar to gold ratio is. So someone said here, gold is mostly jewelry, and silver. I've just lost where I was. So he said, yeah, gold is mostly jewelry. Silver is used way more. The reason silver is used more than gold is because silver is not as good as being money than gold. So Gresham's laws state that bad money drives out good money. So the reason that people use silver as money in terms of transactions more than gold is because people don't want to give away their gold. Gold is a superior form of money than silver. You know, they say, you know, gold is the king's money and silver is the peasant's money. So gold is much better at being money. So what you see is it being hoarded because of Gresham's laws. And this is why Bitcoin, you know, Satoshi in himself was kind of wrong about this, because Satoshi said that he wanted Bitcoin to be e-cash, but something which is finite and is portable, durable, divisible, and has a store of value like Bitcoin is never going to be used as cash. It's always going to be used as money, and the main utility of money is store of value. The main utility of money is not unit of account and medium of exchange and portability. That's not the main utility of money. The main utility of money is to store economic energy. That's the whole reason you have money in your life, is to store economic energy. But the dollar in your fucking bank account or the pound in your bank account doesn't do that job. It doesn't store economic energy. So it's not money. You know, all money is a way of just transacting. You know, if you do something for somebody else and you don't want to barter on the point of work or payment, they give you something which stores the economic energy of what you did so you can go and spend it at your own discretion in the future. So that is the definition of purely, if there was only one thing money should do and can do and needs to do, it's store of value. And store of value means fixed supply or scarce or difficult to make more of it. So it's just bullshit, you know. It doesn't mean, just because silver's used more, it doesn't mean that it's better at money than gold. It doesn't make any sense. It's like saying that, you know, Ethereum is better than Bitcoin because more people do Ethereum transactions, or, you know, like Tron is doing more transactions than Bitcoin, so it's better. Obviously not. Litecoin's not as good as Bitcoin. Hasn't got the security or the network effect. Great stream, MDX. No worries, brother. I'm going to probably wrap this one up in a minute, but it's been good. If you just came into the stream, go watch them from the beginning. If you want to start trading like a legend, use the links below. I'd say if you already have an account with BitGet, if you already have an account with Bybit, just cancel them. Use my links below. You get big bonuses when you sign up. You can deposit the money from the other exchange. They'll give you a bonus when you sign up. And also, it helps support the channel, etc. And you just get a new account to trade altcoins with as well, because BitGet's great for altcoins. Bybit's great for Bitcoins. Never say Bitcoins. It's never plural. You don't go and say, "Hi guys, I have loads of fishes here," or "I have loads of woods here," or "Have you seen my great cattles?" No, you don't say that. It's never plural. It's like, "I have lots of monies." No, you have money. You have a lot of money. You don't have lots of monies. Fantastic, bro. Thank you. All good, man. I'm going to sit here for a bit more and answer some questions. I'll blast some questions, guys. Hopefully the stream all looks good. I don't know if it's give me a 1 out of 10 of the look of the new stream setup with the chat on the screen. I want a 1 to 10. Okay? 1 for being absolute shit, 10 for being absolutely sublime, beautiful, intensely, profoundly amazing. Dale Russell 9. Good man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate your life. 7.5. Specific. I can't see you. Can you see me? Okay, I'm moving in. Let's have a look. 7.59. Nice and clean view. 9.54321. Lord Drake. Super nice, man. Max, you're a 10. Cheers, Vlad. Appreciate that. Simon 10. Legend, man. Eve says 10. Legends. Loving it. Appreciate you, leggies. No, it's a 10, man. Looks good. I'll give 10. If you take a look at Zella. You know what? Just for the creativity there. You're just trying to get your altcoin in there. I'll do it for you. Oh no, dude. Where is that? I need tickers. I need tickers. I need fucking pairs. I need exchanges. 10 R. Okay, ROI USD on OKX. Okay. You win, sir. So wait, what's that? Is it ROI? Yeah. ROI and then USDT on OKX. It's on Femex as well, actually. It's on the derivatives exchange. But I'll do it on OKX because wait, where is OKX? Legends. Hello? Sir. Fuck it, looks like we're doing it on here. No, actually, that's BTC. Oh no, don't do that. ROI is USDT. I'm just gonna try and find a fucking what is it? Oh, like where is OKX? Oh, there it was. Oh, did I do Q? I literally can't see my screen. That my writing is so small. I need to make it bigger. USDT, what the fuck? Really struggling with this one, my guy. We don't want WETH. Oh, it's at the top. You know, Legends, at the very top the whole time. I've got my setup here, so if you look at how small my screen is, I've got it on 50% on a MacBook Pro with the highest res. So the reason I've done that is because I like to have a lot of space, but it means the numbers do get a bit small. Yeah, so this is absolutely moon shipped off the blows. That's actually probably going to be a massive gain. Let's have a look what we've got here from the lows. Let's go from the very lows. It has done 8x, which is nothing on XBT, by the way. XBT did 50. So remember, listen to my altcoins. Okay, so look, there's real no point looking at any of this yet because it's just so far off in terms of what it's got to do to get there. You know, if you draw on yearlies, what's the point? How long's this been around for? You know, the yearlies are going to be interesting, but I'll do it anyway because, you know, you've said that you'll give me a 10. So you've got an interesting open and close there. And actually, I shouldn't really do that. Oh, fuck it. I'll just do raise. I'll just do these flat horizontals instead of raise, sorry. I'll just make it really fast because you know that I'm not always using the same lines in terms of what I'm looking at. Then you have the open and close of the year there. Whip it down to the weeklies. It's defined the SR pretty nicely already. Yeah, obviously these levels are going to be important. I'll whip these up on these levels in terms of the high prices. Important levels. Broken through both of those, which is obviously constructive. Moving averages are about to move across. You know, I can't. Okay, obviously it's got a long way to go, and it's not going to. You know, it's not going to really be able to, in the short term, get up to here again. You know, if it does one Chad candle to there, then so be it. But it's very, very unlikely. I got in a tap on 2 sats, 2 satoshis. I got in on tap, so that was like crazy for me. Yeah, so I'll do. Oh yeah, so XELA. So that's on the stock market, is it? Yeah, nice. I'll have a look in a minute. I do traditional as well. I traded traditional before I traded crypto, but I've been doing crypto non-stop for literally since 2016 because, you know, I only trade the big FANG anyway and the big tech stocks, really, to be honest, anymore. I don't look for individual stocks and shares on Russell. It's just like, can't be asked. But, yeah, so, look, this is nice on the short term. It's just mooned off its thing. It's broken a few levels. Moving averages beginning to curve up. You know, volume, let's have a look at. So stochastic horizontal is a little bit over on this. You know, if I whip up my volume profile on this, you'll be able to see some more stuff, but I won't bother because you don't need to. I'll stick with flat SR. You know, I would say that it's probably going to see some resistance around. Yeah, okay, so you can already see here that we're coming into this was support. It'll probably act as resistance. Okay, so we're already getting front run off it. I would say that there's likely going to be some sort of short opportunity around here. I think this level and this level is where you take profit or you buy. I actually think this is pretty good. I don't know what it is, but it looks pretty good for the beginning of something. It's now done something different, okay? It's broken its prior high, and it will likely make a higher low from here because it's so high. So you have all these lower highs, higher lows. You know, it's always lower highs and higher, lower lows and lower highs. Now we have a higher high, or at least on some time frame. So now you've got something to work with in terms of now there's potentially a new trend beginning to begin. It's not saying it's a bull market. Yes, the moving average is looking good. The volume's still not fine. It's a bear market rally, bear market pop. It's an 8x, so there's big opportunity to trade this. I would say there's probably looking for shorts around here to come back down. It will probably do something like, you know, a few attempts at the high and then maybe break, and then it might do something a little bit longer. I would say this level and this level you're looking at. If you lose here, you're done for. Actually, if you lose here, you're probably done for. I would say it's likely this level you're looking at to buy for a bounce. You might get another attempt, might get a lower high, and if you lose this level, then you're coming down a little bit. Get some sort of descending triangle on here. You're coming down to here, maybe again, and then if you lose that, you come back down to the lows again. It'll just give back what it made. But it's constructive. I can't lie. It's a good beginning of something. I'm not saying it's gonna fucking spring to its all-time highs again. I'm just saying that it's a decent start, and it's got a ways to go. It's the moving averages are beginning to coil. You know, these are two moving averages. Very simple moving average actually. It's the 200-day and the 21 EMA, and they're both pretty decent. So I'd say this is it's looking constructive. You know, your buy entries are here or here. Your sells are here. And I think it probably doesn't get above that just yet. Looking at stochastic RSI in terms of momentum, doesn't look like it's going to be able to have the juice to keep going. I think it's probably near the top of this specific small move. So have a look the other way. When Lambo, well, you know, I've already got one of those. So here we literally, even though I never actually bought a Lambo. I've got the money to buy a Lambo, but I never actually bought a Lambo. Yeah, so let's have a look at your stock then. Let's have a look what's going on. Probably a NASDAQ then. Oh, fuck me. See you later, sir. Look at that lovely curve off. You know, no idea what it is. No idea what's happening here. I don't know what company is this? Obviously, it's a NASDAQ. It's on NASDAQ, so, you know, it's public. Like, what is this? Because now it's so fucking done. Hey, yo, it's just gone to literally fuck all edges. So for it to go back to this wick high, let's have a look at the percent on this. It's going to be like a crypto pump. Let's have a look what we got. That would be 630% for its prior wick. I'm not looking to get into anything like this. It just looks like it's a complete done thing. But, like, you know, it's... There's something here in terms of there could be a wick like that. That's a 4x pump. So if you're really just looking to fucking throw money at the wind, you could put in $1,000 into this and maybe pop out. You know, if it does a 6x, you make 6k. Sorry, missing everything. Are you saying Bitcoin is gonna pump? Mate, Shiraz, just go to the beginning of the stream. I'm gonna end the stream in a minute. Just go to the beginning of the stream in a second and just watch the first 10, 15 minutes. And I just tell you exactly what I think is going to happen. I think 25k is on the cards, and I think we find resistance at 25 and come down to around here. Invalidation is the lows, but you can go just watch the beginning of the video. ROI is prop chain competitor. It's tokenized real estate. Oh, nice. Yeah, I know prop chain. Yeah, I invested in prop chain. I got an investment in prop chain. I like it. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what it's going to do, but I invested in it in the seeds, so it's an investment of mine. I don't look at my... Okay, so here's how I kind of like think about like what I do. I'm either going to trade something and do intraday, intra-week, intra-month, whatever it is, in terms of scalp or swing. I'm going to trade something. But then there's like... that'll be something like Bitcoin with lots of liquidity. But then there's investments, which are completely different. And I only invest in something if I know I'm going to hold it for longer than a year. So I don't really give a fuck because I know I'm holding it for a long time. I'm not going to invest in something and then be selling it the next week because I would never have invested it in the first place. You know, that's it. Could I ask for AMP crypto? I don't know what that is. Is that a YouTuber or something, or is that just a crypto coin? Have you heard of megaphone theory for BTC? Never heard of that. Never heard of megaphone theory. Legend, what about S? Oh, what is that? Is that I swear I know SKL, USDT. Let's have a look. What we got USDT, SDKL, USDT. Let's have a look. It's on. Why is that happening? Maybe it's just changing. What is this called again? I know this one. Oh yeah, we'll talk about Gala in a minute, maybe. I know this one. Oh god. Yeah, it's absolutely record. Have I got the yearlies on? Is that what I've got drawn on? Okay, open and closes. Let's do. Quickly whip on the levels, guys. Yearly high of that year. Then you had the yearly close, which looks like it came to pretty much the open and close of last year and this year. And you have the high price. This is all kind of whatever. The monthlies will probably spring up and show a few levels yet. Okay, so let's have a look what we got. It's just a consistent. Okay. Look, I can't lie. There's nothing. It's not technically good to buy yet. Hasn't even got past its prior high. So I'd say it's resistance, and the moving averages are only just beginning to coil. So I'd say that, you know, it's not ideal in any way to buy yet. All I want to see first is at least, you know, this. At least break, maybe come down, get a higher low, and then I'd look to buy the retest. Because if you buy now, it's just you can't buy it now because it's just there's no real good risk. There's no good risk management here. So I only ever buy stuff if I'm looking for a long. If I'm buying a retest, generally speaking, there is exceptions to the rule. But you know, this is not looking like I want to buy here. It looks like it's likely going to be a resistance. You know, if it comes down and gets a higher low, which would be a first start, I'd look at buying something, but. I would just say you wait this one out. And if you want to accumulate something which has come down this much, then so be it. But that's just going to be an investment instead of a trade. But on a trading basis, I can't look at that and buy it. On an investment level, if I did the due diligence and I really looked at what this is and really went for it, maybe as an investment, it could be something which would be interesting. But I don't know anything about it, so I'm not prepared to invest in it. Simple as that. Simple as that, leggies. Yeah, Scale Network. I bought Scale Network. I got into Scale. Yeah, I remember I got in. Yeah, I remember I got into Scale. I got in and out. I think I did a 4x on it. Yeah, it was about 4. I think I did like 30k profit on it. Apparently, we could be in a giant megaphone pattern. Upside 80k if it plays out. Oh, okay. So what you're saying is if I go on like a higher time frame, a megaphone pattern would be drawing something from there and then there, would it be? You know, I'm not 100% what a megaphone pattern is. I'm not really familiar with it. I've been trading for the best part of a decade, and I've never really heard that, so it's probably nothing to really think about. And even if it is a pattern, there are so many patterns anyway. You can't fucking go and say every pattern's gospel. You know, at the end of the day, pattern recognition is just one very small part of a trader's arsenal of tools to try and give them an edge over someone who doesn't have the ability to do technical analysis, like being a technician of the market. Like, you know, all we can do is give ourselves a probability chance, you know, and by looking at a million different things, it's not going to increase your probability. You want to stick to what you know, make sure you do it well, and bang out that shit. But we're going to end the stream in a minute anyway. But if you guys have just come into the stream, go and watch it from the beginning, because I go through everything which you would like to hear about, the quick stuff. What's good, bro? What's going on, B? Would love to know what you think about Holochain and their hot coin. Beta will release soon. All I know about Holochain is that it's not a blockchain, I think. I'm pretty sure it's not a blockchain. It's something else. And then there's another one called Metagraph or something, or Hashgraph, which is in a blockchain. So I'm not really familiar with, you know, what it is. I don't know what it is. In terms of technicals on it, I can draw some lines on for you and give you an idea, but oh no. Holochain, what is it again? Maybe it's just on Binance here, yeah. So in terms of techies, let's get rid of all the drawings on this and just clean it up. It's like any altcoin, you know, it's the same as any other altcoin. You know, I can't really say it all again. I think it's just probably seeing resistance on its prior high like we're getting. It's the moving average beginning to coil. So in terms of investment proposition, this is a good time to buy. It's beginning to retest this level. In terms of technicals, we're not there yet. We still haven't made a high or higher low. So really for me, this is probably likely to come back down. If you get a higher low on it, then maybe you're looking for a potential buy here on a technical basis. But I can't buy it right now because it's just not set up in a way where I feel comfortable buying it. I would just have to wait for it to retrace and find support. You know, you could even just be, you know, another strategy. You could just go from the lows, go to the highs and say, okay, look, this is probably likely where we're going to come to. and say that, you know, your entry would be something like this. Then it's got some sort of ascending formation, breaks the highest, and, you know. So I'd say, you know, if you're an investment, if it's investing, then maybe you're looking at this. But for me, as a technician on this, I'm not really looking to try and buy it now. I'd wait for that retest. But whatever it is, you know, the problem is about trying to invest in something like Holochain or Hashgraph, which aren't blockchains, is that the financial capital and the human capital is going towards blockchain technology. Sometimes the best technology doesn't win because, you know, we didn't have to use HTML or we didn't have to use IPFS, not IPFS. We didn't have to use TTIP. But what is it again? We didn't have to use the internet's protocol, which is the internet's protocol today. That didn't have to be what the internet ran off. The internet could have run on a whole different system, a whole different protocol, a whole different network. The reason TTIP, I can't even remember the fucking name. It's like, what is it now? 1 a.m. TCP, and then you have HTML, and like basically the code base or the fundamental building blocks of the internet. The only reason that was the thing that won, the technology which won, was because it was one of the first ones, and it had enough people working on it in the beginning for it to create scape velocity and network effect. That then everyone starts investing in it, and then the human capital comes in. And if you have 1 million people working on this technology, even if it's not the best, will just become the best because everybody's thinking about doing it and using it and building on that. So the thing about blockchain is it might not be the best technology. Holochain might be better. Hashgraph might be better. But now the human capital and the financial capital, millions of people are working on blockchain technology. So even if it's not the best tech, it will probably become the best tech because of everyone working on it. You know, the internet protocol, TCP, we didn't have to use that protocol. We could have used a whole different way to use the whole internet infrastructure we have on today. Get out of my way. The whole infrastructure the internet is built on didn't have to be the infrastructure it's built on today. It could have been another thing, but it was because it was a network effect and escape velocity from developers building on it. So I would just say that it's probably risky to invest in Holochain and Hashgraph because who the fuck's working on Holochain? Not as many people are working on Holochain than they are working on blockchain. Yeah. What country are you in now? I am in a good old fucking Saipi. This guy just fired off his Bitcoin address in the chat. I'll let that run. Will Gala flip sand? You know, I actually had a look at Gala's website. Did a bit of a dig actually on Gala. They've changed their model quite a lot, and they're much more centric on actually the game side, actually building the games, and even just having it so the games are at least have compatibility with the Gala token, which has a few different, you know, utility purposes. But I quite like it. You know, I'm not in it just of yet. I haven't bought any yet. I am looking at it. Christ. I am looking at it. I just haven't got into it yet. I have a bigger investment in Ultra. There's a link in the description to Ultra. It's I think it's going to be the biggest games platform in crypto at some point or in the world. I think Ultra could actually, if they realize their vision, I think Ultra could be the biggest games company in the world if they really, in the next 10 years. If they do what they're going to do, then they can do it. They've got the team, they've got the build, they've got the partners. You know, whether they can realize it or not, that's just the risk of investing. But I'd say that, you know, with this, Agala, I think I'm going to probably get into it at some point. Yeah, you know, Hashgraph has some backing, but does Hashgraph have more of a backing than people backing blockchain? No. So think about this, like the speed of which blockchains are getting better. Gala will keep recycling their burnt coins, which means they have their max limit set. So once crypto games are mainstream, it'll easily go over $1. Well, I don't know what you base that valuation on in terms of, you know, over $1. What does that mean in terms of market cap? Why does that mean? Why do people need the token? These are the questions I'm asking. Like, I like the games they're doing and I like the utility, but the questions I always asked is why would someone need to own the token? With Ultra, you know, that question is answered very clearly. You know, you need the token to run. You need the token to participate in the games distribution platform. So it's very simple. With Gala, it's like, I'm still not clear on what you need a token for. Do you mint NFTs with it? Do you stake it to get better rewards in the game? How does it link to games? Like, what the fuck does it do? I want to know. Tell me now. Give me the whole spiel. Their Tower Defense game looks good. The thing about like games is that, you know, games can have fads. And, you know, we're going to see a few games come up which are going to become some of the biggest things ever because they're crypto-based. And whichever platform that's on, or whichever platform you need to go through to get to that game, you know, all they need is one big game and they're off to the races, you know? Because if you get a game which gets, like, there's not really many finance, you know, DeFi platforms which are going to get like 100 million people on it anytime soon. But a game can do that. You know, a game can get 100, like, even something like as stupid as like Angry Birds or something, or like something like a small little game like that. What was that one we had to build a castle? It was, and you had to like build a big castle, and it's like one of the biggest grossing games ever. And you have to build this castle, and you have to upgrade all your things. Oh god, it's that weird game. Everyone's fucking used to play it. It had like 1 billion players or something on your phone. It was like a mobile phone game. And it was like, you had to like, yeah, Clash of Clans. Yeah, that was it. Clash of Clans. Like, to be honest, the devs, it wasn't like that amazing, the game. It was cool, and you got to play with people, but that game had like 1 billion users or some shit. Or it had like, I think it was making $1 billion profit a year. Can't remember which one. 1 billion users is probably too much. But it was making a lot of fucking money, and a lot of people fucking play that. So that kind of game, like if that type of game has anything to do with a crypto, or like there's some NFT in it, or like there's like a fucking, you need to go through Ultra to get it, or you need to have Gala to participate, and it's easy on ramp, you know, you just have to like click one button with your credit card, just like you buy coins in Clash of Clans. You buy coins in Clash of Clans, right? Imagine if you just bought Gala tokens. It was like bang. Like fuck, like that's a big deal. So like I don't know what's gonna happen, but there's gonna be 1 or 2 games which are gonna do something which is just going to completely change the game, literally. Same with Gala. They just replaced their Tower Star game with tokens, with Gala tokens. So their future games will use Gala to buy in game items and NFTs to play. Okay, so what happens if you buy the Gala token to buy stuff in the game? When you buy stuff in the game, that means the game's platform is selling you items for Gala. So what do they do with the Gala? They have to go and sell it to make money, or sell it to realize it's something that they can use. So how does that mean to me that the price will go up? Because if you have to buy Gala to buy shit in-game, it means that you're going to buy stuff with the Gala in-game. But then the game people who made the game are going to get the Gala. And then if they need to make a profit from selling stuff in the game to make the game work, then they have to sell the Gala to someone. So who is going to hold the Gala? Who's going to buy the Gala and never sell? That's what I want to hear. Who is going to buy the Gala and never fucking sell it? People buy Bitcoin, they never sell it. That's why the price goes up. Because people buy it and they don't sell it. So we need to find a dynamic here where who's going to buy the Gala and never sell? You can have speculators, but for what reason? What's the utility? Just by COD points. If COD points were a crypto, I'll be bullish. Yeah, for sure. The Ponzi tokenomics of blockchains right now, I don't think will work. Okay, who was that guy? Yeah, Andrew Tate. Fucking hell. He said that all crypto coins and crypto projects are all Ponzi schemes. But it's just completely wrong. Because he doesn't understand the definition of a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme is by the guy Sir Ponzi himself. And Murdoch did the same thing. It's where you take an investment from new investors, and then you use that new investment to give old investors a yield, so they keep their investment in, and you give them a small yield every day with incoming investment. So what happens is, if you get no new investment, you can't then pay out your previous investors, which you've promised to say 1% a day. So Ponzi scheme is all to do with taking an investment and giving a yield to keep people involved. Okay, that's all a Ponzi scheme is, just making sure it grows, more people come in. But that's not what cryptocurrency projects are. If you buy a token low and then you sell it high, you never offered a yield. You never offered anyone a product. You just bought something and then sold it to someone else for a higher price. That is the same as everything you do in life. You buy a house, you wait for the price to rise, and you sell the house to someone else for a higher price. You buy coffee, beans from Africa, you move them around the world, you sell them to someone for a higher price in the West. You buy hamburgers from a cow place. You know, you buy burgers and you cook the burgers and you make them better and you sell them for a higher price. So everything in the world is buying something and selling it for a higher price. That's not a Ponzi scheme. That doesn't make any fucking sense. So when you have people like Andrew Tate saying that all cryptos are Ponzi schemes, he's got it wrong. All crypto, small coins are pump and dumps. That's what they really are. They're pump and dumps. They're not Ponzi schemes. They're pump and dumps. Because he doesn't understand the definition of a Ponzi scheme. So it's just ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. Like, the idea of saying that just because you got in early and sold someone higher that you're in a Ponzi, it makes no, like, why do you do anything? You buy something cheap, you sell it higher. It's what the whole world is. It's just a trade. Everything in the world, everything in life is a trade to a degree. So it makes no sense. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't worry, it's not a Ponzi. They're not Ponzi schemes. They're just pump and dumps. Am I even in the screen right now? I'm probably like not even on the camera. I'm literally down here like, hello. The only way to profit in blockchain gaming right now is to become an early adopter. As a player influx slows down, the value of assets dump. You know what? The only way to make money in investing and trading ever in this game is to get in early. All you want the market to do is agree with you later than you. It's so simple, this game. It's not complicated. You don't have to be rocket science. You just have to get into things before other people. It's much easier to be positive and buy long trades and get into things early before other people do to let the asset appreciate in price to make a gain. If you want to do the whole other side and then look for failures and bad projects and shorts, you can do that. But it's more difficult to do that in general. To be a short seller is more difficult to be a long buyer because fear happens much faster than greed. So you can catch the train on the way up. It's difficult to get, they jump off the cliff on the way out. So it's difficult to stop that guy jumping off the cliff. It's difficult to time when something dumps because it takes a long time for it to grow. So, the SPX goes up for 10 years and it drops 40% or 50% in 1 year. 10 years up, 1 year down. Okay, try and bet on the 1 year it went down. Why don't you just try and bet on the way up? 10 years up. You're gonna be okay. Well, that's it. The whole world is that. Get into real estate early. Get into selling a fad early. Sell fidget spinners before anyone else sold fidget spinners. Make a laptop which is faster than every other laptop. Have a television which is 8K, not 4K. Sell water which is more pure than somebody else. You're just getting in early. And then compounding your innovation. Or in this case, in investing and trading, is just buying things and compounding and using the profits to buy the next. Patience pays off, yeah, for sure. The thing about the reason patience is so powerful is because when you're patient, it means that you don't get affected by short-term time horizons or volatility. And the most of the time when you lose money is when you're not prepared for something on a short-term basis because you do something emotionally. So most of the time you lose money is because you just FOMO'd in, or you got scared and sold at the wrong point, or you got flustered and you did too much leverage. Those are the times where you lose money, is the decisions. That's when you lose the money. It's not when you buy. Because if you hold it for a year, you're likely going to do okay, especially in an appreciating market. If there's more dollars and circulate, generally price rise, and then greed takes over. So patience, what it does is it stops you from fucking yourself. And also, a lot of the time, if you invest in the right things in the beginning, it's very difficult to predict the velocity. So, I don't think anyone who bought Amazon 25 years ago would have ever thought it would have done what it did today. So it's difficult to know how far something's going to go. It's much easier to understand the direction. The direction isn't the hard part. It's the how far. And a lot of people don't understand that. Okay, every one investment is 2 trades. Every one trade is 2 trades. In some cases, actually, every one trade can be 4 trades. So people don't understand that, you know, when you're trading, every one thing you do is 2, because there's an entry and an exit. And exiting the market is just as easy or difficult as entering. And, you know, without a appropriate exit strategy, there's no point having a good entry. And there's no point having a good entry if you've got a good exit, or the other way around. So, or vice versa. So every single one trade is 2 trades. Sometimes can be even more than that if you're, you know, trying to hedge or you're trying to use leverage and stuff. So it can get pretty crazy. The problem is about, okay, this is the thing about emotions, is that you say here, wait for your emotions to subside before you make any decision. The problem is, right, is that in the situation you get yourself into in the first place, sometimes the longer you wait, the worse it becomes. So what you need to do is you need to make yourself into a position where you are never exposed to those emotions, because they don't go away. I don't care how long you've been trading for. They're still there, and you still make mistakes. I've been trading for a decade. I still make mistakes. Even someone 50 years, they still make mistakes. And as you get older, it gets harder anyway. So like, what you got to do in trading is you need to save yourself from yourself, because the emotions are going to be there. You need to understand when they come, why they come, and what they're doing. And what you need to do is you need to make sure you never need to really be there, because you need to make sure you're never feeling emotion in any way. You don't want to feel any emotion when trading. When you make a massive win, nothing. When you make a massive loss, nothing. Nothing phases you. And what you need to do is you need to go into every single trade as good as the trade is lost, because the negative emotions are better than the positive emotions. So if you just go into every single trade with a stop loss and you're like, that's my entry, that's my exit, that's my stop, it doesn't make a difference if I win or lose. It's done. Whatever the risk to reward is, this is my SR, this is my stop. Whatever happens, happens. You put the trade on, you leave, you don't look at the screen again. That's what you should be doing. Whether you lose it or not makes no fucking difference. And then you get to the point where you don't even need to. What you need to do is, okay, you're going to have those emotions if you make a mistake, but you don't want to put yourself in that situation in the first place. So you just need to do the trades, make sure it's there, done, dusted, see on the flippers. And the difficult part is this, is you want to trade as traders. You want to be in positions because it's the rush. Being in the position's a rush. It's like the casino. You don't go to the casino to win. You go to the casino to feel. You don't go to win. You go there to feel the rush of the fucking table and the spins and, oh, I might win. It's all about, oh, I might win. That's the feeling. Ooh. And then you lose everything because there's the edges for the casino. So trading's the same. You're not, you know, a lot of the time you come to the desk and you're like, okay, well, what are we doing? I want to trade. But sometimes the best thing to do is not trade. Don't do fucking anything. But that's hard because people want to be in a position. They want to feel the rush. They want to feel the market. I want to be in. I got to be in. Best thing to do. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's a job at the end of the day. To be successful. Okay, you're lucky if you love trading. If you love trading and it's your passion, you're lucky because then you could do it longer than other people. But I never got into trading because I love it. I don't love trading. I don't love sitting on my computer and clicking buttons and trying to do fucking being a technician of the charts. It's not actually what I want to do every day. The reason I got into trading was so I can become financially free, independent, and have more freedom than having to work for somebody else. The main reason I got into trading was to make money. That is it. Only to make money, no other fucking reason. I don't give a shit about the charts. I don't care. I enjoy it because I can make money doing it. But it's not a passion which I want to do. I want to use trading as a tool to give me more freedom to do things in the world which I want to do and enjoy. Go to a beautiful restaurant, travel the world, do all these things, have a great family, supply for my family, kids. So, yeah, it's not, it's people get into different things for different reasons, but, for me, it was never to do with I love trading. It was to do with I'm going to use this because I know that I can control this. I don't have to listen to anybody else. I've been fired from every job I've ever had, so I need to do something that I can do on my own, which I don't rely on anybody else. And even if I don't like it, I'm going to be good at it, and I'm going to make sure it works, so then I reap the benefits in the future. It's as simple as that. Sometimes it's good to do that as well, because if you love something, like I love being an animal activist, or I love being a doctor, or I love being those things, sometimes because you love it so much, you don't work that hard at it. You're just like, I don't care if I work hard or not, because I'm just going to do it anyway. Sometimes you have to hate what you're doing to make you work on it. Spitting facts. I always correct people when they say they want to eat a burger. I always tell them that it's not the burger they're craving, but the feeling that the burger gives them. Yeah, for sure. It's like McDonald's. It's like I had a conversation about this the other day. Actually, it's like McDonald's. People don't go to McDonald's. Okay, this is the reason people get addicted to McDonald's. Is because they go to McDonald's because the McDonald's makes them feel good because of all the chemicals and all the fucking sugar and fat. It makes them feel good when they eat McDonald's because it's just full of stuff. The problem is, when you eat McDonald's, in the short term, it makes you feel good, but in the medium term, it makes you feel worse because it's unhealthy. Bad cholesterol, bad fucking sugars, bad fats. It makes your body feel worse. It actually will give you depression if you eat it for too long. Because it spikes insulin and it brings insulin down. It's crazy. So it makes you feel good, but then it makes you feel worse. And then you feel bad. And you're like, okay, what the fuck? Like, how am I going to feel good again? I feel so low and lethargic and sick. You know what I'll do? Pattern recognition. I'll eat some more McDonald's. And then you go eat McDonald's, it makes you feel good again. Woo, I feel great about the fucking McDonald's. You're buzzing off that shit, that sugar, those chemicals. And guess what? Medium term, you feel worse. And it actually every single time compounds on the other time. Because then your body gets more unhealthy, the nutrients are bad, your digestive system gets worse, you have fucking problems with fucking constipation, you have low minerals, low testosterone, you start feeling even worse and worse and worse. And you eat another McDonald's, it makes you feel good. And then you basically just become like a drug addict. It's basically just addiction. It's like drinking alcohol. Like, you drink alcohol, it makes you feel good. Then you feel really bad. You feel really bad, so you want to drink more to make you feel good. And then you're in a vicious cycle. Same as McDonald's, exactly the same thing. It's the feeling it gives you. You don't think to yourself, I'm going to go and eat something really unhealthy because I want to. It's like, no. You wouldn't eat something unhealthy if it didn't make you feel good. You wouldn't just eat, like, sand. I'm going to eat sand because it's unhealthy. No, you don't eat sand because it's unhealthy. You don't eat McDonald's. You eat McDonald's not because it's unhealthy. You eat McDonald's because it gives you an addiction. It makes you feel something. Not because it's unhealthy. It kills you, though. Essential lowering your dopamine baseline each and every time until you reach depression. Of course, yeah, of course. You are what you eat. If you eat McDonald's, you will get depression. There's loads of other studies as well about how cortisol affects animal growth. So if you're in the gym and you have, like, say you're in the gym, you're really relaxed, you'll grow muscle very quickly. If you're in the gym and you're really stressed out by your work, your family, your relationship, or any of these fucking things, your body will have an inability to make muscle. And if it does, very, very poor muscle mass, muscle creation, because cortisol stops your body from making muscle because it's stressed out. So there's loads of studies done on animals. Animals which live in cages, animals which live in weird habitats, animals with lots of antibiotics and chemicals and pesticides, and very, very difficult like no outside life. Just lots and lots of stressful, weird shit going on. Massive, massive cortisol in animals. And you find that the meat they create, the actual protein within the animal, is just not that good. It's less nutritious. It's less lean. Sometimes it's actually full of really bad, like, subset chemicals, which you don't really want to see, like heavy metals and shit and weird stuff. And then you go to McDonald's and eat a burger which has come from a cow which has been fucking in a horrible habitat its whole life. You're like kind of in itself, you're kind of indirectly eating even meat that is, like, not good. Because it's so difficult. Cortisol has a massive effect on your body. In humans, it's going to do the same thing to other shit as well. All right, I got to bounce, legends. I need to go to freaking bed. What time is it? How long have I been going for? Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah, nice. Guys, on the way out, hit the like button. That'd be great. Also, if you want to help the channel and trade on some good exchanges, links are below. Bybit and BitGet. Get a new account. Deposit in it. They'll give you big bonuses. And you can trade altcoins. Altcoins on BitGet are sick. It's good fun. Tap listed on the stock exchange. Only other crypto company other than Coin. Up 4,000 in the last few weeks. At 70 sats now. Sounds promising. I buy now or wait. I'm not buying now. I'm holding into my investment other than taking out my initial. So I'm just chilling and waiting on the just holding what I've got. But I won't buy yet. I'll wait. DEX is coming real soon. literally within the next couple of weeks. Yeah, smash the like button on the way out. You got Mike C in the building. Absolute leggies. And I'll see you guys later. See you on the flippies, guys. Bye-bye.